I mean, if they're doing a multiverse thing with this Spider-Verse, and there'll be there'll be so many Uncle Bens. They'll be like, oh, your Uncle Ben died too. All of our Uncle Bens are dead. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. He has a story to tell. He has a story to tell and questions to answer, chat, because as you know, this is Class in a Glass cast for your ass, a little bit of sass, where I have to answer my very generous patrons' Patreon questions, chat. I like to give them robust, thick, girthy, well-endowed answers. And I'm going to do that. Do that right now. I'm going to thank all my wonderful subscribers for submitting questions, and I'm going to read them in the order at which I receive them, chat. That's how we do this, okay? I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair to them. So here we go, chat. And thank you again for all of your incredible patronage, chat, all the gifted subs, the donations, the biddies, helping out, paying for this ace unit, chat. Cheers and salute to you. May the wings of as a feather, your shape those heaven as we speak. Thank you, thank you, thank you, chat. Really do appreciate that. I love your streams, but I also want both you guys to be happy and healthy too. Everyone needs it. No, thank you. Yep, nope. I'm trying to get a balance, you know, because I'm nearly streaming. Well, technically I am streaming every day, but it's not my own channel. So I agree. I'm working on that. Trying to find a good workflow. Trying to get enough sleep, chat. Because when I get up, you know, I have my little coffee and I start working on things. So you're right. You're absolutely right. I'll keep you updated with that. But now, chat, we're going to start with some questions from Vanny Vanispheres himself. You know him, you love him. Go ahead and check out his content, chat, on his various channels, on his Twitch channel, Patreon, everything he has. But Vanny just wants to start off with this, chat. I like the whole theme thing I've been doing, so let's base this week's questions around one of my favorite underrated franchises, The Legacy of Kain, which I've not played, chat. I've been gifted a game, Legacy of Kain, so I got to play it someday. But Vanny starts with a movie question, chat. I like the movie films, much like you guys. Many of you guys do. Something that was genuinely interesting about the series is the titular villain of Kain. It's not really all that evil, but rather someone who is willing to look at things from a different perspective. He references that instead of a coin flip having only two options, that there is a third, the coin landing on the edge. What movie villain, or villaini, as he says, do you think best exemplifies that mentality? He, she, it isn't evil, but more looking at things differently. I could see that. You know, there's one, I mean, it can't help but think of like comic book characters, chat. And there's always the one that comes to mind, but it's Magneto, chat. Eric Leshner. No, Magneto himself, where Charles Xavier, he is the guy. It's like, no, we got to try to, live with humans and that kind of thing. And we have to do our best. And it's like, well, we got to make them understand. Magneto's like, nah, fuck them. Fuck that. We should just save ourselves, okay? And I get that, because depending on what version of Magneto we've seen, chat, but you have the typical one, like the one that went to the Holocaust, chat, that saw his fucking family slaughtered in front of him because of the Nazis, and then he continues, and then it's, however many years later, decades later, depending on the version, but decades later, and shit still hasn't changed. People are still oppressing, people are still murdering each other because of various, reasons, whether they look different, maybe they have different religious practices, chat. He's like, no, I'm fucking done with that. That doesn't work. And so I understand, why Magneto has looked up to some like mutants or all of these characters, and like, well, fucking Charles Xavier's way is too slow. People are dying. We want someone who's actually doing something out there, getting shit done. Now, at the same time, Magneto also has had the whole brotherhood of evil mutants. So he's kind of gone back and forth throughout the comics and things. But I do get that. I do understand his perspective, chat. I think there's kind of like an ignorant statement that Stan Lee made years ago, so I don't really support this, where it's the idea, because someone asked him a question, I think at a con. He's like, oh, yeah, that was totally my thing. Where someone asked him a question when he created the X-Men back in the 60s, was saying like, oh, so was Charles Xavier like the Martin Luther King character, and was Magneto the Malcolm X character? And he went, yeah. Which clearly I don't think it was, because Malcolm X wasn't going around and slaughtering the whites, as far as I know, which Magneto was definitely trying to kill humans and do terrorist attacks and things. But there's been different interpretations. Like, I think that's kind of like a very, there's not a, just to make that statement like, oh, this guy is this guy and that guy was that guy. It's like, no, those two people from history, there's a lot more to them. And it's just like, yeah, that was a statement. Yeah. So clearly he was not thinking that. So I never liked that whole like, oh, Magneto's the Malcolm X. Like Malcolm X isn't fucking murdering people. It's like, no. I never really understood that comparison. It was always very weird to me. It feels like that when people make that comparison, they don't know the actual individuals. You know, it's just weird. But I do understand, like, there's been different interpretations of Magneto and why people would go towards it later, why they look to him as a hero. You know, where I guess you could almost say, like, Martin Luther King was more of like a modern individual. I don't want to say Malcolm X was a radical or anything like that. I don't want to say that, but with, you know, with Magneto, at least the very least with Magneto is that he does care. In most interpretations, he does really care for mutants and wants to help them and wants them to succeed. And so I can absolutely see why he'd be interpreted for a lot of people as a heroic figure or a symbol for that. I think that makes sense to me. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Well, I'm not involved in there. Just yeah, exactly. Maybe inspiration, maybe some inspiration. Sure. But you know, the whole the whole blah. It's like, oh yeah, no, they're the same thing. It's like, not really, not really. Yeah. But that's what I think. Magneto is definitely one of those characters that is like, I wouldn't say he's strictly evil. He does bad things, but I think he does bad things for good reasons. You know, I tell you, he wants to help people most of the time. There's different interpretations of Magneto's just like on a dick. It's like, I just want power. Other times, like, no, I legitimately want to help mutant kind, and you ain't fucking doing it, Charles, with your goddamn speeches. You're not getting the work done. And Charles is like, you know, he's like, no. And so definitely Magneto. Another character that comes immediately to mind, Chad, is Roy. We might not recognize the name, but Roy from Blade Runner, Chad, the replicant that Harrison Ford's Decker is chasing throughout the movie. So for those of you who might be unfamiliar with Blade Runner, Chad, or the plot, the whole idea is that you have these organic, basically these, you know, synthetic organic individuals who are made by this giant corporation, and they're basically slave labor. And these robots have an expiration date, which I think is very interesting, where they don't live as long as a human. Even though they're fully grown when they're born, they don't live as long as a human does. Sometimes they live for only a couple years. Like, they literally are like, they're like a phone. It's so funny. They're like an iPhone of this dystopian world, Chad. And the character of Roy, he is, his lifespan, I think, is only 4 or 5. It's 4 to 5 years, give or take. And he's like, fuck that. No. And he's trying throughout the entire movie, trying to extend his life and his other fellow replicant compatriots, chat, trying to find a way to live, because that's what they want to do. They want to live, and they do bad things in the movies, but I understand their goal. They were born in this world. They might as well be human. They feel human. Maybe they're even better than human. They have a because of their shorter lifespan, especially Roy, he has, I think, a greater appreciation for life, and he wants to experience more of it. So I totally understand his perspective. And why it's like, yeah, shit. I mean, he's very much the hero of his own story. I mean, he is kind of a hero, and what he inspired in other replicants. I totally understand that. So definitely Roy. I think his name is Roy Batty from Blade Runner. And another character where it's like, I mean, you're kind of a scumbag, but you're so cool, and I can see you're trying to make things better, even if you always have to be on top. But David Xanatos, chat, from Gargoyles, to me, he's like the even more competent version of Lex Luthor. It's like, I wouldn't say he's exactly evil. I mean, he's a goddamn shark. He's a corporate shark, and he manipulates people constantly. But he can feel love. He can feel affection. He can, like, understand, like, what he's doing is bad in the short term, but long term, he's like, but it's happening for a good reason. And I think, like, one of the things that really works about David Xanatos is he constantly evolves throughout the series, Chad. He's just not this, prototypical, like, I must manipulate the gargoyle so I can get this thing. He does that. But once he starts to have a family, he really does start to appreciate, I think, just his fellow man. When he has a son in the series, I think his name is Alexander Xanatos, with his wife Fox, and how that changes his perspective on the gargoyles and what he truly wants in life, and his perceptions on power, and what, like, is that really what he wants? Like, I think David Xanatos is one of those great villains who you see his evolution throughout the series to kind of being like, yeah, I'm kind of your typical Lex Luthor type. And after a while, it's like, nah, after a while, he's just like, now I'm just kind of trying to, yes, protect me and my own, but also make sure that the rest of the world won't fear the gargoyles or the idea of these fantastical elements that are out there. Before he was exploiting them, now he's like, I got to make humanity understand them. Because I've watched most of the series and seen him go through that change. I think it was through his son and his marriage that we see that through him. And so David Xanatos to me has always been that character that was like, you know, wow, you did so. He's kind of like the better, and I love Lex Luthor. I love that Superman animated series, Justice League animated series, Lex Luthor. But he feels just like the better version of that character. In terms of how intelligent he is, but also his sense of morality and how that changes and shifts over time. So David Xanatos, I think, is one of those really interesting villains who doesn't really become a villain anymore. He's kind of not a villain by the end of the series. At least I would say that. Oh, God, what do you guys say? I've never been a fan of the idea that Decker's Replicant 2. I don't think it adds to the story, even though Ridley Scott was obsessed with the idea. I like the 24 never addressed it either. They were very coy about it. They were super, super coy. Super coy about it. Xanatos straight about. Xanatos great. Jason, I can totally see the point of Omni-Man and Joffrey Baratheon. Joffrey? I don't see what's wrong with them. I think we could agree to disagree is what I'll say. David Xanatos, one of my favorite villains or villains with money. He's a very sophisticated character. He's great. He's just so competent. The thing is, he always, even if he looks like he lost, he's like, but if you look at it this way, I won. He's that kind of guy. It's like, but really, I did win. He can't help himself. A lot of, witness me, raid. Thank you, XR Gaming. Thank you so much for the raid, good sir. Hope you're doing very well. Currently doing class in a glass cast for your ass a little bit of sass right now, answering my very generous patrons' Patreon questions, chat. It's been fun. It's been very, very fun. Let me see what just people's responses. What are you playing? What we got here? I love the Next Generation. Yeah, there's a lot of Next Generation actors on the show. Welcome back to every episode. Early goggles where Xanatos Gamma. I lost the battle, but I won the war. Pretty much. That's what he always is. It's very true. Topher, hey Chris, how are you today? They fix your AC or have you? I bought a new one. Had to buy a new one. Couldn't do anything down. And we raised some money to pay for it, which is awesome. So thank you for that. Took the burn off, chat. Really do appreciate the edge off, if you will. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, Topher. But yeah, they haven't fixed it. I have to talk to management and try to reimburse myself or have them reimburse me by Thursday. We'll see what happens. Probably it's going to be an ongoing saga, chat. We'll see. Casey, everything up to season 2 is fantastic. Even bringing back, they got to get Jonathan Frakes back and the writing quality back from 1. Yeah. Can you be bored with the name Xanatos and not be? That's true. I mean, his name is Xanatos. That is very much a villain. Antoine Films, Ridley Scott said his interpretation of the original Unicorn, his final cut versus coming to Decker's Replicant. Boom, 2049 got more loose the idea. Definitely. You don't really know. Thank you, Deadpool. Good to see you, Deadpool. One of my favorite villains, the Operative Serenity. He truly believes that he's doing this for the greater good, and maybe he might be right. Thank you so much for the tip. I was thinking about the Operative, because I was like, Bob, but he's killed so many people. At the same time, the people he's killed are like really fucking competent. They're not good at their jobs, and I can see why he would eliminate them because that's a weakness. That is a great one. No, you're right. Well, who played that? Was Chiwetel Ejiofor, right? Who played the Operative in Serenity? Excellent choice, Deadpool. What about the rest of you guys? Just trying to think. So those are my picks, Chad. David Xanatos, Roy from Blade Runner, and Magneto from the X-Men franchise. What about the rest of you guys? Because he didn't really lose at the end of Gargoyles. He has a family, and he's learned more about he wants this. Exactly. I want to see David Xanatos play Uno. That'd be great, Ed, man. Indeed. Sarah, hi Sarah, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well, Sarah. Just answering Patreon questions. The Operative is great. Great choice, Deadpool. Lex Luthor could learn a thing or two from David Xanatos. Yep, or being a mastermind with writers that work Superman could do a version. I love how they write Luthor though. I mean, Luthor's vain. That's his problem. That's his issue. Is that he's vain and he has a Napoleon complex. Because he wants to, he's very intimidated by someone like Superman who has all these amazing abilities, and Lex Luthor relies on his mind. So that's Lex Luthor's weaknesses. He's vain. He has a Napoleon complex. He can't help himself. I do understand the Aliens in a Quiet Place. Some of the things I hear come out of people's mouths is enough to make me lose it sometimes. They just want peace. Fair enough. Especially with fucking derpy kid, little derp. Remember little derp? Beginning of that movie, Chaz? Like, with the fucking spaceship. It's like, shut up. And they yeet him, and they fucking yeet him in the next week. Shit, I get that. True. Aaron Harkett, Harvey Dent. See, I thought he fucking lost. I mean, he's going around murdering kids. Like, I get the whole thing. It's like, you know what? Fuck this. We got to get the job done. But then he's like, I'm going to start killing children. It's like, that's a step too far, Harvey. Daryl McCoy, welcome to stream. Juicy Gain. And like Luther is voiced by Giancarlo Esposito, Harley Quinn animated. Yes! Oh, he does a great job, too. He's not in that enough, but he did a really good job. Bang! Bane, I understood Bane, Chet. I can relate to him. I'm trying to think who, well, another villain. Anyone else, Chet? Right, Joe. My favorite Killian is Chuck Norris from Way of the Dragon. Oh yeah. Oh, villain. I was like Killian, villain. He's some bitch. Fucking Bruce Lee. Snapped his neck, Chet. Snapped his neck. Casey, another great villain is Solid Snake from Miracle. Yes. Solid as Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I forgot. He's another great villain that believes he's doing everything for the greater good, even though he's willing to kill freaking billions of people, or at least blow the hell out of Wall Street, destroy, or get at the Patriots and raise child soldiers like Raiden to kill from. Very good one. I would say, but also, KC, I would also throw in Big Boss. Like, definitely Big Boss, where his whole thing is that he just, similar to Solidus, in a way, he just doesn't want soldiers, to be abused when they come home. Like, that's his big thing. Like he was all those years ago and long, like lost and forgotten. And that's why he formed his like paramilitary company and things, and how it fell apart. And I think definitely, Big Boss is up there along with Solidus. Yeah, I would say both of those two. Not Metal Gear Solid villains. I think except for probably the Roller Ocelot, but he's fucking crazy, and Liquid Snake. But definitely Solidus, and I would also say Big Boss. Those are two great choices. Does Jason Todd count? I can see Jason Todd's like, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna go. Like, no, we're gonna stop this problem. We're gonna kill these villains. Like, I get it. But he does create a vacuum though when you're killing all these people and get even worse people. That's the thing. It's maintaining that. Mm-hmm. Well, Peacemaker, he loves peace so much, he'll kill every man, woman, child to get it. I love that. That's a great fucking line. We'll see. Probably not, though. That's a great goddamn line. That's so funny. Killmonger. Killmonger's like, I get what he wants to do. He wants to, help all people that look like him, Chad, all black people around the world. But he wants to kill the whites. He wants to kill all the whites. And I'm like, I get it. I totally understand him. But he wants to kill the whites. It makes me a little concerned. I was like, all right. Will some be saved? You got to do what you got to do. I mean, I suppose. I'm a little concerned about that. Oh, Lord. Liquid Snake and his crew are the real villains. Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, Liquid Snake, he's a son of a bitch. Liquid Snake is a nasty little piece of work. Even when we meet him, all the whites. He wants to kill all of them. Was it solve things when war breaks out? Yeah. Laughs in black. Oh! Well, also for you, Topher. Oh, Killmonger was fucking insane. I couldn't stand people just fine. No, he's crazy. I mean, no, he is a psychopath. Like, there's no... I'm right there with you. Like, that's why I was saying, well, maybe Killmonger. I'm like, yeah, but he wanted to commit genocide. So that's why I left him off the list. And like with Magneto, I thought, thank you, Oliver Blackhawk. Welcome to the stream. You're my new Huckleberry, my new follower. Hope you're doing very well today. I consider Magneto because, at least for a lot of interpretation, Magneto was like, all right, fuck it. Just leave me and my people alone. We're going to form our own country, like on Genosha. Just fuck. I'm done doing all those things. Being a terrorist or whatever you want to call me. He's like, he fucked off by himself with his people to live out their days with their own little nation. And then humanity came in to fuck with them again. And he didn't have anything to do with it. And so that's why I would put like Magneto as, he's a little easier to understand than someone like Killmonger, because Killmonger's like, I want to kill everybody. Killmonger does not ever say anything about killing all white people, but he does act wrong. I mean, he heavily implies it. Heavily implies it. Also, another villain believes he's doing everything for the greater good from Legacy of Kain series is Mobius from the Hildian Lord and the Hildian Zilfer. I'm not familiar with that. But yeah, fair enough. A lot of Thanos support. True, a lot of Thanos support. Well, what he should have done, he should have just doubled resources. Instead of eliminating half the population of the universe. I agree with Killmonger's messages and his reasons just kind of sound as well. Damn! Judah's coming in there. Killmonger wants to wipe out the whole of Western Europe. Yeah, he definitely does. Antron Films, he wanted to help black people worldwide, get them out of subjugation, out of the poverty, and in a position of control. And gotta kill all the whites. Also that one. Kill Monger. Ah, I get it. Chris, okay, you're one of the good ones. Ah! Yay! You want to be Mutant Moses, but people make him into Mutant Hitler. Oh, for Magneto, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mobius more of a villain who believes he can justify his vile actions because he's straight up manipulated by a Lovecraftian monster to wipe out the vampires out. All right, fair enough. I was get the impression from Kim Jong-un he wants to kill all white people. I don't even understand. People get the interpretation, to be honest. I do! I'm like, oh yeah, you're going to kill us all. Two-Face in The Dark Knight. He's pissed about what happened to him and Rachel. I wouldn't have one after the son. That was a bit too far. But the dirty cops need to kill. No, I get that. I do get the killing the dirty cops. I totally understand that and the criminals. But, yeah, the kids is a step too far. Step too far. Yeah. No, but no, Killmonger, like overall, Jim, he's a great villain. He's a great villain. I understand why he's doing what he's doing, but I'm a little afraid of him. I'm a little afraid of him. That's why I kept him off the list. But chat, we can go ahead and move on to these next group of questions. Killmonger had his reason. He wasn't doing anything he hasn't been. That's true. Now, you're not wrong about that. Oh, I forgot another one, chat. I forgot another one. My mistake. I had another one listed here. Frankenstein's monster. He's just this fucking thing that's born, cobbled together, shouldn't even exist. And he doesn't, and he has an abusive, when he's born, chat, all he has is a crazy guy who's yelling all the time about it's alive, all that. Doesn't treat him like a fucking, child or anything. Doesn't help him grow. And the other one is constantly beating him, Fritz or Igor, but his name was actually Fritz in the original Frankenstein. And so, what Frankenstein does is not his fault. Again, yes, he had an abnormal brain, a criminal brain, and all that, but how he was abused by his creator and his creator's assistants, like what happened was not his fault, chat. Just the thing what Henry Frankenstein, the original movie, 1931 film, did not consider at the time, or you could even say Mary Shelley's original Frankenstein, chat, or Prometheus, was that, yes, you can create life, but you need to cultivate life. You need to show life how to live. It's very important. These things aren't ingrained into the individual when they're born. They're molded. They're sculpted. And he forgot that. And sadly, Frankenstein's monster does all these horrible things, but it's not, I don't think it's Frankenstein's monster's fault. It learns over time what it's doing is wrong, but not through his creator, not through his father. So I would definitely say Frankenstein's monster is one of those villains who's not really a villain. He's just the product of abuse, of his father's abuse and the abuse of other people around him. And he doesn't know what he's doing because he's a child. He's basically a child in all of those movies. And he's a horny teenager in Bride of Frankenstein. Oh, yeah. Casey, another great, I would say, villain, Dr. Nikola Tesla from Hot Wheels animated show. He's like Lucid Man. He believes he's protecting his work on the super engine is doing everything to protect the wheel of power, which he's there. Fair enough. I never watched that one. Tesla's the villain? Jason, Tom Hardy's band wouldn't be fucking killing me if I had a dumb voice like that. Well, yes, you can blame me. Mark's situation's terrible. But none of the justifies the action. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Thank you. The Beanie Gagan. Godzilla villain Gagan, thank you so much. Underrated Kaiju. Thank you for following my new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream, Gagan. Hope you're doing well. For sure, not Killmonger's not justified. Gotcha. Blaine just wants to make a good Krabby Patty. That's true. Blaine's just like, but he wants to steal and murder people to do it. Oh, Lord. Josh, my sweet baby broccoli eating boy. It's been said, knowledge is knowing Frankenstein is the doctor, and wisdom is like Frankenstein's was the monster. Goddamn right. And I was very important to note that Frankenstein's monster. Indeed, Joshua. Cheers and salute to that. Yep, right there with you. Judah's not going to lie. After seeing Black Panther, I did want to hit the first white guys. Why? What? I'm not going to say anything. 25. Naya Brownie for the $25 donation. Hope you enjoy my fast food monies. Now get in the damn tub, man. Oh, no. Naya, thank you so much for that $25. All right, chat. Well, we got to start short-cocking it because that's what Naya Brownie wants. And what Naya Brownie wants, she gets, chat. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's so kind of you. Naya, seriously, that is so kind. We got to do another video game poll. But yeah, those are my picks, chat. Those are my picks. Cheers, salute. Ultron's a point too. 5 minutes on the internet, and then he comes to the conclusion human needs to be wiped out. But that is a good point. That is a good percent. Oh, this is awful. Yeah, we got to get rid of all of this. Fair enough. I don't see a tank top. I don't have one. I don't have a tank top, chat. Sadly. Oh. I would say I gotta buy one. I'll buy one. I will buy a tank top, a wife beater for the Fast and Furious stream chat. That's what I'll do. I'll see if Ghost from Ant-Man the Wasp is better written. She could have. Yeah. No, that's a good one, Jason. I didn't include her because I forgot she existed until you brought her up. But I get it. She was abused. Her powers were exploited. She just wants to stop feeling horrific fucking pain. So I get that. That is a fair point. That's a very fair point. But no, Chad, again, thank you for all your support on tonight's stream. It's absolutely amazing. Cheers and salute to you. I need another drink soon. It's getting hot. I am feeling that cool air right now, which is nice. I am feeling a little bit of that cool air now. So thank you, Chad. Thank you. Oh, Lord. But now, my friends, let me go ahead and get to the next set of questions. The next question from Vanny. That was the first question, Chad. That was the first question. Here's the next one. TV question. It's a good one, though. It's a good one. It inspires a lot of conversation, Chad. A lot of interpretation how we view villains. TV question. Legacy of Kain games consist of Blood Omen when you play as Kain. DDR's thinking for 5 days. You need to play Crossroads again before the next. Yep, I will. Nope, already talked about that. I will be playing Fast and Furious Crossroads, chat, again on stream before the movie comes out. No doubt about it. I'll also be doing reviews for the entire Fast saga, chat, the entire Fast and Furious franchise, including the spin-off film Hobbs and Shaw, chat. It's gonna happen here on the stream. And also, I'll be doing full-length video and audio commentaries on my Patreon, all available at the $2 tier level, chat. They'll all be posted in June. It'll be very, very fun. I cannot wait for it, chat. Cannot wait for it. But thank you. You're right. Crossroads we will play that again. But this is Vanny's next question, TV question. Legacy of Kain games consists of Blood Omen when you play as Kain and Soul Reaver when you play as his former First Lieutenant, Raziel. Soul Reaver is a spin-off of sorts in that regard. What's your favorite spin-off shows and why? Oh, my God. Well, number one, it's still going on to this day, chat, but I was shocked at how... I mean, it's just as good as the original show, in my opinion. But Better Call Saul, chat, the origin story of Saul Goodman himself. Jimmy McGill, when he wasn't Saul Goodman, chat, when he was just lowly Jimmy McGill, trying to make a quick buck, chat, trying to, exploit the legal system, but also maintain his relationships, chat, try to forge a life, but also get embroiled in all sorts of things. Everyone from goddamn the Salamancas, chat, to the Frings out there, to Mike Ehrmantraut. No, Better Call Saul to me, it's like when you think of like a Breaking Bad prequel, it's like, yeah, Breaking Bad was so good. I just don't need another show. But Vince Gilligan and his writers and the filmmakers involved, they like, no, we're going to deliver a prequel, and it's going to be, in my opinion, chat, personally, just as good as the original series. The cast for Better Call Saul across the board is impeccable. Learning about these characters, their backstories and things, why they are the way they are in this show, but also later on Breaking Bad. Everyone, yes, Bob Odenkirk deserves a lot of credit, for what he's doing. But what Jonathan Banks coming back as Mike Ehrmantraut is spectacular. The new actors they have, the actress who plays Kim Wexler in this show is so goddamn good. Let me look up the cast, chat. Like the writing. Of course, you had Rhea Seehorn. Rhea Seehorn is so good. Michael Mondau as Nacho Vega, chat. He's awesome. Michael McKean as Chuck McGill, who you just despise. You hate him so much in the series, even though he's right, but you still hate him anyway because he's so underhanded. No, it's a hell of a cast, chat. They do so many things with them. Every scene, every piece of dialogue with these characters' relationship, how complicated, how they're shifting all the time. Absolutely love it. RD, welcome to stream. Talking about our favorite TV spinoffs. And for me, Better Call Saul is kind of like the best one. I like another one I have, chat, and it's based on the talk show format. As you guys know, I used to be a big fan of The Daily Show. Some of you might not know. I loved the Jon Stewart Daily Show back in the day. His cadence, his jokes, his delivery. Trevor Noah, hey, more proud of the guy. He's got the show. He's morphed into what he wants to be. I'm not the biggest fan of his comedy, but I love Jon Stewart. But the other person I really loved on that was Stephen Colbert. And I loved his kind of like parody of a Fox show with the Colbert Report. We're playing that kind of, that super conservative guy who doesn't know. He sounded like a complete fucking idiot. Like, I love the Colbert Report, chat. So those are probably my top two spin-off shows. Better Call Saul and definitely the Colbert Report. What about you guys? What are you saying right now? What we got? Frasier, that's good. Frasier's good. Cheerspit Frasier's very good. There's a lot of like TV spinoffs of like comedy shows. And I was like, I don't know this. You gotta watch it, Nia Brownie. What else you got here, chat? We'd be playing them on PC. Legacy of Kain someday. I'll be playing. I was gifted Legacy of Kain, one of the Legacy of Kain games. I'll definitely be playing them on stream someday. Any movie besides Iron Man trilogy spin-off Iron Man. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you could say the Marvel shows, like Scarlet Witch and Falcon Winter Soldier and Loki, those are all spin-off shows. Those are pretty good. Lanely, Better Call Saul just deepens the lore and storytelling. Same with Angel. And Angel's one of my favorite shows. Yeah, right. Spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yep, I know Nacho will probably die in the final season. I'm not ready for. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping the best. I love Nacho. Michael Mondo is such a talent. Does Daria count spinoff? Yes, because she was a Karen Beef. That's a spinoff. I would say that. That's a great spinoff. Legend of Korra. I'm very mixed with Legend of Korra. Like, I love the first season and the third season. Those are great. My biggest issue with the show is just there. I think it was a big mistake. Honestly, the thing is, I don't even blame the writers to a degree. I blame them to a specific degree, but not like the full extent. Because Legend of Korra was just supposed to be a one-off. It was supposed to be one season, complete, done, that's it. And Nickelodeon said, we want more. And I could tell that they were rushed for ideas because season 2 on, some of the characters were like, there just wasn't a lot of consistency between them. Like, okay, well, we didn't really think how they would go on. And like, that's why I don't feel like characters like Mako or Bolin like have an arc overall in the show, especially Mako. Like, they don't know what the fuck to do with him after season 1. He's like, I guess I'm kind of Korra's boyfriend, and I'm not, and I'm a police officer, and I don't know what he was doing in season 4. You know, I think it was another big mistake was to like do multiple villains across different seasons. That I think they should have been all about the equal list, because that was very fascinating to me. I love the idea that in this world, which is so dominated by benders, I mean, they're the highest class, obviously, and you have these non-benders who are looked down upon. You know, and they're forced into labor and things. They not in positions of power. And you have this guy in Amon who is like, no, I'm gonna fucking rape Amon. Oh, I forgot. Back to the first question, chat. Hold on, let me go ahead and thank these people. Thank you, Dark Side of the 5 Biddies, and thank you, Topher, for resubscribing. Really appreciate that. I got some things I will go into this in a bit. I want to read your responses. But Amon, I totally understand. Like, he's one of those villains. Like, yeah, he does some bad shit, no doubt. But like, his objective is like, no, these people are being abused. They're not in positions of power, and they're looked down upon by all these fucking benders out there, and these supposed heroes, people like Avatar Aang or the new Avatar Korra, they're not helping them. I can help you. Amon is one of those villains. It's like, I really do see his point. He doesn't really kill anybody. He just strips you of your bending. I mean, he does do that, but I mean, he probably kills people. No, he definitely killed people. But love Amon. That should have been on my original list, Chad. He should have been the main villain throughout the entire series. And then we did some other ones. I liked what's his name on the 3rd season? Henry Rollins. Oh shit. Zahir. He was good. I like Zahir, but Amon was my boy. Loved Amon. Does Phil Middle Alchemist brother? I guess so. We're good to see you, Rocky. Hope you're doing well. What I love about the Colbert Report is how real conservatives never got the They never did. They always thought it was real. I think my favorite spinoff, Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, I guess it's true. Like, all those are spinoffs of Batman animated series and Superman animated series. That's a good point. Thought for a second that might land Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Hey, that's a good show. That's a quality show. I think a lot of talk shows were inspired by Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Nightmare spinoff of Perfect Strangers. Harriet Winslow worked as an elevator operator. There you go. Batman Beyond, another good choice. Batman Beyond does indeed count. A sequel series, but spin-off. Yeah, I agree. Bad Batch. Good. Yeah, love the Bad Batch. Star Wars Rebels, definitely. No, you come up with some ones I didn't even consider, Chet. Yeah, I forgot about the animation. Yeah, like all those DCAU shows, I guess they were all spin-offs of Batman the Animated Series and Superman the Animated Series. You're not wrong. So, pretty much. Star Wars Rebels, agreed. JT Darkseid in the ways, man. Jon Stewart knew how to report serious news in a funny way. It was rare for him to be dead serious about a topic. Yeah, he just knew how to do it. He had that cadence, he had that delivery, that smarmy sarcastic, but it wasn't like it was talking down to you. I think that was the best thing about Jon Stewart, where like a lot of comedians or talk show hosts, I think this is the problem they have, is that they always sound like a lot of, not everyone. I think Conan is probably the best talk show host out there. He does a really good job. I'm really excited for his new HBO show. And he's the one I check out. I don't really watch any of these consistently anymore, but he's one like, check out what he did. And he's always been a good interviewer. He lets people talk and have their moment. I really respect Conan as an entertainer. But what I like about Jon Stewart is that when he was reporting his stuff, he never sounded like he was talking down to you. And I think like in a lot of these other shows nowadays, is that it sounds like all these people are like talking down to people. And that's a huge turnoff. And he never did that. He talked to you at your level, And he was smart. He was sarcastic, and he was blunt. He was telling you how it was. He was blunt, but he was also funny at the same time. And I really admire Jon Stewart about that. We need him now more than ever. Like his losses, I think, felt over the last few years, Shep. You know, I have a lot of respect for that man. Avengers Assemble, Core never got money to finish. That's true. They did not. That's true. Like there's a lot of factors in the Core that didn't work out for them. That's a good point. Yeah, Batman Beyond, excellent. Zeta Project. I never watched Zeta Project. I never watched it. Where the host at? Welcome to the stream again, Topher. Thank you for subscribing. You know, they just Core presented, even if it wasn't fleshed out. No, no, yes, I did like the ideas. I like those, but they just they need more time to articulate them. I think they were rushed, and you know that's not their fault. That's not their fault. It's very interesting to ask for the. It is, yeah. I wish they focused on the equalists and non-benders more. It's like that's a goddamn good point. But they never did. It was just dropped. That whole storyline was just dropped. I guess that's not going to resolve that. And that was the thing. For whatever reason, there didn't feel like there was any connective tissue between the seasons. Yes, you had the characters and stuff and what they go through, but like the greater arcs of the world, how they were changing. It's like from season 1 to season 2, it's like the Weeklies were just fucking forgotten. I was like, I took umbrage with that shit. I think, no, this is going to be a consistent problem forever, but I guess it wasn't. Yeah, they should have explored it more. Yeah, Jefferson spin off all of them. I've never seen some of these shows, though. Yeah, let's try to take her on the next level. Thank you, RD. Thank you. I could have Death Note and successors. True. Except during the second season, just couldn't get myself. Second season is rough. It's the worst season. I don't blame you for that. I like the past stuff they did with the original Avatar, which I actually had. What's his name? Oh, shit. Glenn from The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. I know he's more than that now. He's Oscar-nominated actor. Stephen Yeun. He voiced the original Avatar, like in the cycle, and that was really cool. I like that arc of that season. Other than that, yeah, I wasn't a fan. I love almost every show in the DC animated universe of Batman. Exactly. The only thing I haven't seen is Zeta. I think a lot of people haven't, which technically is a spin-off of Batman Beyond. It is. But Superman, JL, JLU, Batman Beyond, Static Shock, and the films beside Batman Harley are great. I need JL reunion. We needed that. I've been saying, I was hoping that this announcement that this Batman animated series, and this is going to be the proper sequel series to the original show, but it's its own thing, which is like, I would have preferred more, but what are you going to do? We'll see. Yeah. Trini, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Trini, good to see you. Conan the Barbarian. No, well, I guess you have what? Red Sonja was a spinoff. Jon Stewart post 9/11 Daily Show monologue, almost 20 years old. I know. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Lanley, Trevor Noah is not terrible, but I do think John Oliver and Samantha Bee are far better and probably should have taken over the... Yes, Yeah. I loved every show from the DC anime years. Those, years too. Those are my favorite shows and growing up. Yeah. Just really restored the balance between good humor and boring news. He presented in a great way. He was both comedian and newsman. Slayer, good to see you. Hope you're doing very well, Slayer. Just answering Patreon questions. Yeah, Avatar 1, that's it. Avatar 1, he was the original. You nailed it. You nailed it. Mocha Minix. The other series are great, but we all know what the real best sequel series is. Rugrats All Grown Up. I remember that. I was actually looking at some Rugrats. I don't know. You know why? Because like Rugrats All Grown Up was either trending or they were talking about it because that new Rugrats show is out right now, which is the 3D animation. And I was like, I watched this show. I remember this. And they were all like 12 and 13 and 14 and stuff. I was like, this is weird. I remember that back in the day. Dragon Ball Super. I mean, it's more like a sequel series, though, I'd say. I don't know. I mean, it's a continuation of the show. I never got into Naruto. No. I got the only really shonen anime I ever got into was Dragon Ball. Because I watched Dragon Ball. I've watched Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of GT, and a little bit of Super. I've seen the movies. I've seen the Super movies. The Frieza one and the... what is it? Then Broly recently, which I actually like Broly a lot. I dug that movie. It was fun. Yeah. My Young White Dad is a spinoff. That's true. It is a spinoff. That's right. So I think the animation for Rugrats 3D is creepy. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it. Naruto Watch Party. Aren't there like 1,000 episodes for that show? There's a lot of them, I think. But yeah, no, great ones, Chad. I can't believe I forgot. Like, obviously, yeah, the DCAU, so many of those shows were spinoffs of Batman, the animated series, and Superman, the animated series. I can't believe I didn't say that. Batman Beyond. Yeah. But the two I had, like I said, Better Call Saul and the Colbert Report, a spinoff of The Daily Show. But, great picks, Chad. Really like what you got there. Really like what you brought there, Chad. And now, this is Vanny's next question. Another video game question, chat. Or a video game question. The original Blood Omen game was essentially a mature Zelda clone with a dark story culminating in two choices. Cain chooses to sacrifice himself to restore balance, or live and keep things the way they are, which by that point is totally fucked. But in later games is because he's looking for the edge of the coin option. All right, fair enough. Excuse me. Which games do have equally challenging endgame decisions? To a bit of a challenge. You can't choose Mass Effect. That's fine. Because the game that I would choose, chat, is Spec Ops The Line, which is a super underrated title that came out during the Xbox 360 and PS3 generation, chat. It was a game that was about the horrors of war, chat. It really was a video game adaptation, if you will, a loose video game adaptation of Heart of Darkness, chat, of Apocalypse Now. Witness! Witness me! Double toast the chat attack with the raid. Thank you so much for the support, good sir. So I was looking at the weather and I saw apparently there is a huge percentage chance of raid. Thank you, Nick. Chat, please do check out Nick Diaz's the chat attack. He's one of the backbones of the DT community. Make sure the goddamn meal's still the goddamn car. Good to see you, Nick. Hope you're doing very well. You are the bomb.com. No, you are. You're Brittany. No, thank you, Nick. Appreciate that, man. Currently in the middle of my Class in a Glass cast for your ass, a little bit of sass, where I'm answering my patrons, my very generous patrons, Patreon questions, talking about video games that had like a big choice-based decisions where they affected the story. And I couldn't choose Mass Effect, but I chose Spec Ops The Line. It's the one I'm going for right now. But please do check out the chat tech chat. I would appreciate it. Very good. It would be, he's a great streamer, great community. But the Spec Ops The Line, chat, where basically, like I said, it's an adaptation of, Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now, whatever you want to consider, where you play as these soldiers going to this fictitious but very real, Middle Eastern country, and you make certain decisions that you would in war, either protect your squad or protect the native population, and it has a profound effect on your own psyche, your fellow compatriots' psyche, chat, and the population. And there's like a real notable moment in the game. I want to play it someday, but all I'll say is this game showcase, it's so funny because in the Call of Duty franchise, you get like in the multiplayer, you unlock this ability to use white phosphorus, chat, which is basically fucking, acid. It basically melts you down to the goddamn bone, chat. It's horrific. It's a weapon of war. It shouldn't be used. It's a war crime. You shouldn't use white phosphorus. And there's there's a decision where there's the possibility to use white phosphorus, chat. It's in Dubai. It's in a real city. It's in Dubai. Fair enough. I forgot if it was in a real city or if it was in it's a fictional city, but it's heavily inspired by the Middle East. Fair enough. It's in Dubai. Thank you for the clarification, Deadpool. Where you use white phosphorus and you see the results of that decision. And it's like, oh boy. So, it's horrific, chat. White phosphorus. I mean, it legitimately is. It's a fucking war crime to use something like that. Absolutely awful. And I love that they show the consequence of your actions. It's not like, hey, and you use white phosphorus in Call of Duty. That's what was my original point. Like, you use white phosphorus, like, oh, it's a special ability and it fucking melts everybody. But, in that game, you're like, no, here's the fucking results. And you see what it does to, like, a population of civilians. She's like, oh, my fucking God. Spec Ops The Line, it's a hard game. Oh, I mean, it's a hard game in that it's just like, the combat, it's good, but it's not fun. It's like, I don't feel good about this. And how your character goes through, like, all these changes, and they're going insane, but what they're doing is so horrific. Like, really, really love that game. I really want to play that on stream someday, just to show you guys. But that one has some really difficult choices, and really, it comes out like you're going to get a shit choice no matter what, especially when it comes to war. It's very, it's horrific, chat. It's very hard. Like, no doubt about that. Oh, Tiberius Monk, good to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Oh, it's them wonderful Revenants. Ooh, greetings, juice again, juice again, juice again, juice again. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rough game. It's tough to, yep. Yep. Yeah, and sadly, it didn't get a lot of love when it was first released, chat, but it's one of those games that's constantly brought up nowadays. It's an underappreciated title, chat, of the Xbox 360 PS3 generation. I own it. I will stream it someday. It'll be a very good streaming series. Yeah. That's the one I would pick. That's the one. KOTOR, that's true. KOTOR has a lot of great choices, chat. Light side, dark side, all the things in between that can affect your own character, your squad mates, your companion characters, the greater galaxy itself. KOTOR is another one. Wonderful, wonderful choice, Judas. There are no winners for those who fight in war. Sadly not. Sadly not. Everyone's negatively affected in some capacity. Basically, Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness later adapted to Apocalypse Now. Exactly. Yep. Nailed it. That's the inspiration it's taken from those two. It's basically just another adaptation of Heart of Darkness. And it's great. It's great in my opinion, chat. Wonderful adaptation of that. Loose adaptation, but it's a wonderful adaptation. So might be my choice. Yeah, Chris, thoughts on Willem Dafoe possibly being the man. Oh yeah, we can talk about this. So I forgot you. We're gonna talk about this in the beginning. But it was so hot, I was hallucinating a little bit. So I guess it's out there. It's rumored at this point that in Spider-Man No Way Home, it's going to feature the Sinister Six. And the leader of the Sinister Six, which you make sense because they're using all these villains across the franchise. It's going to have, like, the Sinister Six will be comprised of some characters we already know are coming back. Jimmy Fox's Electro and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Other characters apparently going to include the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man, the Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man 2, Sandman, chat. And it's like, all right, well, that's 5. Who's the 6th one, chat? Who's the leader of it? It'd usually be Doc Ock, but not in this case, chat. No, the leader will be William Dafoe himself, chat. The Green Goblin. Finish it. Finish it. From evil. Ha, 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 ha. MJ and I are going to have a hell of a time. And I'm like, listen, that movie has so many villains. Like, listen, there's been not many Spider-Man movies have done well when you cram in 15 villains and stuff. But the fact that you have avenge me, the fact that you have the Dafoe in there, I'm like, all right, well, all bets are off at this point. I just want to see it for the Dafoe. I want to see William Dafoe act fucking at an 11 chat against Tom Holland. This kid's going to be fucking horrified, like, what's happening? I just want that. Oh my lord, it sounds super cluttered. No, that's the thing. It's like, all right, well, Sony's always wanted to do the Sinister Six for years. They're jerking off in the Sinister Six. They wanted that for so long. They're like, here you go, fucking Sinister Six, boom. How it's gonna come together, chat? Some of these villains in these past movies have not been great. I mean, they're bringing the fucking Rhino, Paul G. I'm the Rhino. He literally says in the movie. Paul Giamatti literally says, I'm the Rhino. I'm like, Godspeed, Spider-Man. Oh, thank you. Next to the 5 minutes. Does this mean Sony's going to finally stop there trying to crowbar the shitty ass Venom universe? No, they're doing even more. They're jamming. They're packing it in. They're get in there. They're packing all that in. That's what's happening. And again, but this is, I know that this came out from Collider. I guess Jeff Snyder's Collider, Chad, he was a reputable source from what I know of him. Saying that William Dafoe will be the leader of the Sinister Six. I don't know about some of these other characters. Maybe, I guess so. I mean, we know that Alfred Molina's in it. And we know that Jamie Foxx is in it. So that's 3 of them. So okay, you can imagine they're gonna take some other ones. I thought they would have had, Michael Keaton's Vulture. I guess not. But yeah, it's weird. At this point, I'm just like, all right, I just want to see it. It's coming out this year. It's coming out this December. So we're gonna get it. I'm worried about the film, but at the same time, I fucking love William Dafoe's Green Goblin. Maybe not for the right reasons, because I think he's just so fucking thoroughly ridiculous throughout the entire film. I mean, he's giving me something. He's like, I'm in a comic book movie. I'm going to ham it up. He hams it up so much. I'm very interested to see if that character would work in a film that really does take place 20 years later. Because comic book movies from 2001, when that movie came out, chat, to now, 2021, it's 20 years. It's been 20 years, chat, since he played that character. They've changed. And I'm going to see if that works, how that meshes. I mean, they're combined universes, so it's like, well, you're going to see all sorts of different things. But I'm very interested to see how that's going to work. And yeah, I'm happy he's back. Now, I don't know if this is like he's that goblin coming into this universe. Maybe. We know that Alfred Molina says, oh yeah, I come in right after I fucking drown in the harbor and I'm brought into that. So he said all that shit. So he is very much that Doc Ock from that movie. So it's like, all right, shit. So they are doing Spider-Verse. But this Goblin, I forgot who raised this point earlier. Someone did. And they said, well, it could be where he's from the dimension, or it could be is the Norman Osborn of the MCU. He already is that Osborn. He's been there the whole time. Which I'm like, that's interesting. I never considered that. That could be it. But yeah, how do I feel about it? To have him in there, I'm like, okay, he's gonna at least be fun. Excited for that. I mean, I want him to just ham it up to an 11, to a 12, chat. But it's a cluttered movie, as you guys are saying. Deadpool, that was you. Give yourself a pat on the back, man. I like that idea. I don't mind the idea at all. I'll be like, whoa, he's been here the whole time. Don't mind that. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Every time we had like a super cluttered Spider-Man movie, I don't think they've ever been the best, Chad. Like I always think of Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I'm like, yeah, those were really not great. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. Jason, I'm now hear rumors that there will be tie-ins to Venom 2, Morbius, and even Craven. I can't have that. Yeah. I don't know. People believe anything, Peter. Great fucking line from Mysterio. Like, I really kind of, I'm going to read some of your comments, Jack, because I want to talk about Spider-Man for a little bit longer. This might be just Class in the Glass cast tonight. It might not be any Resident Evil. What are you guys saying right here? Could be good. They may have planned it out. Yeah, that's right. They could have planned it out. Hey, listen, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to watch it before I lay into them. I want to watch the movie. They at least deserve that from me, from all of us. I want to watch it. I want to give it a shot, like I do with everything, Chap. Rhino was a fucking joke. You're not wrong. I'm the Rhino. Like he literally. I got to review all these movies. I have to review the rest of the Spider-Man films before Spider-Man No Way Home comes out. Because I've already done several of them. I've done the original one. I've done the second one, the Raimi trilogy. I got to do 3. I got to do the Amazing ones. I got to do all the Holland ones, Into the Spider-Verse. But I just love that there's literally a line that Paul Giamatti says in the movie when he's in the Rhino costume going, I'm the Rhino. It's like, oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I don't know. I'm so worried about the next Spider-Man film. It sounds like a terrible clusterfuck built on fanboy wishes. Yeah. Danny, that was a disgrace to the character, always complaining Paul Giamatti. Because I don't want to. He always wanted. I want to be the Rhino. I don't want Tom Hardy or Jared Leto to come in within a mile of Tom Holland. I'm right there with you, Chris Ayers. I'm right there with you. Having villains from all 3 iterations sounds. I read that, but I agree with you. And over the villains from each universe are way too different to fit in the opinion. Oh, I didn't read this. Sorry. Having villains from all 3 iterations sounds bad. The tone of the villains from each Spider universe are way too different. Yeah, yep, to fit in my opinion, especially in a 2-hour film. Yep, it's a good point. And one of the people who said that I enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio as one of the Spider. He should have been. I'm gonna talk about the Holland films in a bit because I really love them. I really love them. I think they really nailed it. Sony's just using the MCU's rehab of Spidey to go ahead with their terrible plans for them before they learned nothing. Oh no, they're definitely doing that. I agree with that. They're like a boil on the side of the MCU, just like this is ours. This is our patch right here. Yeah, they're very much so. Apparently, we're getting a trailer soon since the header on Sony's YouTube channel is low for the moon. All right, good. I don't like the Rhino Amazing Spider-Man 2. I wish they would make an actual superpower beefed up Rhino Man instead of a dude with a discount Iron Man. So yeah, it kind of is. I just want that Jamie Foxx. Oh, you'll get it. You'll get that come over. You will. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Punisher 29 movies would be awesome. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. We've already gotten 2099. I get that would be cool. That would be cool. I agree. I want Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio to come back and join the group and be around with them. I have an idea of how they can do that. Even though Quentin Beck is dead, there is a way to bring back Mysterio. What we got? Lindley, I put all money on the idea that the minute the MCU contract is up, they're going to yank Holland away from the MCU and throw him in an hotel villain. Probably. Debris Monk, I agree with you, Lindley. Damn eternal shame Craven is in the Spider-Man. I know. Spidey on the run who has to catch him. Craven. It's so perfect. Of course, yep. Right there with you, 100%. And yep, Aaron Taylor John's going to be Craven. I don't know if I like that. I'm like, he's a good actor. He's not the reason why I'm very worried about that movie. Having villains from all 3 iterations. I just read that. Because there's this podcast I follow called Movie Crap, where 2 directors, Adam Green and Joe Lynch, being a various actors, they had Alfred Molina on their most recent episodes, and when they were asking for Patreon questions, he specifically said, no Spider-Man questions or Kevin Feige will kill us. That's funny. Yeah, just look at the OP arcs, and I would just read until you won't stop. The things get too silly for you. Flaw in most 2000 superhero films that are overstuffed with villains. Yep. Mech Suit Rhino. Yep, it's very cluttered. Craven the Hunter and Punisher being the main villains. That would be interesting. I would have liked that. You're going to have 2 Hunters competing against the... Yeah. Along with the introduction of Daredevil, Help Me Spider-Man. We don't... That I would be much more excited for if that was like, okay, you get Punisher and you get Craven and you get Daredevil thrown in the mix. Pretty good with that. That one I like. That's a good idea. Drink the Kool-Aid and are happy with anything with IPs we like. I don't think so. I think we're we pick and choose what we like. Ty, like Tom Hardy. I know I'm the one. I used to like Tom Hardy, man, but I've just really just kind of gotten... I've gotten tired of him. I don't know. Imagine if you pulls a comedy actor like Wilford to play Craven. That'd be amazing. Sometimes that happens. Look at Ron Williams' career. He did some amazing dramatic roles, and he was a comedian. Which we'll look at 1 Hour Photo. Look at Good Will Hunting. Look at Insomnia. No, Robin Williams pulled off Fisher King. Robin Williams did some wonderful dramatic work, and he was mostly known as a comedian. He made the transition well. It's going to be like Marvel TV all over again. Sony's terrible films will be referenced to the MCU as if connected, but the MCU proper will never admit Venom, Morbius, Craven. Oh yeah, no, yes, that is very apt. Yep. Yep. I want an extra credit scene to be Miles Morales and Uncle Don. I like that. I want that. Dead Poet Society. I love Dead Poet Society. Yeah, very good. Captain, oh Captain. My Captain, my Captain. Mid-credit scene Far From Home made me excited to see Spider-Man on the run. Yes, and getting no breaks since everyone knows his identity now. Now it's closer for and I read somewhere that him being on the run and seen as a criminal will be wrapped up early on the film. What? Oh, God. The thing I was most excited for being rushed was, if they do that, I'll be very, if that is true, like, again, I don't want to, prejudge, but if that's true, that was a huge fucking lost opportunity. That's a huge lost opportunity if that's just wrapped up. Because that sets up something really interesting. God, Chad, I really enjoyed, I'll kind of get into it right now, and I'll continue with the questions. We got a lot of questions. I've really liked what the MCU has done with Peter Parker Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's been, I think for me, he's my favorite live-action Spider-Man. Love his introduction to Civil War and his own movies in Homecoming and in Far From Home. Inclusion of villains like the Vulture. Love, like, all the Spider-Man villains so far we've gotten have been great. Michael Keaton as the Vulture was amazing. Even Bokeem Woodbine as Shocker I thought was very fun. And then also in Far From Home with Mysterio. I'm like, oh, they'll never do Mysterio. And they did Mysterio, and he's one of the best MCU villains. I love his arc. I love his whole thing. Exploiting the tragedy of the Snapchat, and saying people will believe anything, Peter. It's like, I love that. That was so cool. And then, like, okay, now they're setting up this whole thing with him on the run. And like you guys have said, some people have already said, to me, it was like, oh, he's on the run. He's going to be hunted by all these people. Perfect introduction of Kraven the Hunter. Punisher. Get Matt Murdock Daredevil in there. He's fucking Matt Murdock is Peter Parker's lawyer. I mean, that would have been great. He's a defense attorney or something. It's like, you have all that. There you go. Perfect. And that's your nice little trilogy. Nice little neat trilogy right there. And it's just the thing that bothers, like, it just feels natural. And I know Sony, they love haphazard universe making. That's their thing. They want to rush things. They don't want to earn it like the MCU, has with Kevin Feige. They want to exploit it, if anything. And to do this, like, we're going to include, and it could be good. It could be good, but to have all these villains in here, all these spider people in here, and if that is true with the whole, like, they're going to wrap up that whole thing, Mysterio fucking just, hey, here's a fuck you before, since I'm dead. That was, if they're going to just wrap it up in the first act, what a fucking colossal waste that is. The years we waited to see what that would be, and to see, like, oh, it's still wrapped up, that's a huge mistake. That's a huge mistake if Sony does that. Oh, I love the bit when people leave anything else shows how crooked Mysterio was. His broken sense of justice was corrupt and exploited people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. He's one of the great villains of this Endgame MCU. Love Mysterio. Loved him. Langley. DTR, I'll read your comments in a second. Thank you both. Sony W think the term multiverse is an excuse to do anything they want. And they're earning it. As a golden ticket to just ignore the mistakes. Exactly. They can ignore things. Don't get how we just ignored Spidey from these villains. Multiverse. Hate to see Universe Rush. Multiverse. Yep. And then they'll fucking do a fucking Frankenstein abomination hodgepodge when they want to combine things. Yep, you're right. Sony, it's Venom and Paul W. Anderson starring the wife movies. No! DDR, I'm honestly getting tired of Sony trying to do their Sinister Six. They've wanted to do that forever. They had no idea what to do when they got there. It's true, Spider-Man usually fights them, but I could see whatever new iteration the Avengers fight the Sinister Six. That'd be cool. Beat them, and the Spider-Man has to track them down when they escape. And the draft, just a draft I got, but a better. That's better. I wouldn't mind Avengers versus Sinister Six. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool concept. An Avengers-focused Spider-Man movie where they got to defeat the Six. Wouldn't mind that. That would be cool because you can, and that's the thing. Like these, I thought like eventually, like okay, we're gonna work our way up to the Sinister Six. Like they're getting these Spider-Man villains, Vulture, Mysterio. I'm like, all right, I'm liking this. Even Shocker, even some of these other people. I'm like, okay. And also my point, you could have easily brought back Mysterio because even though Quentin Beck, spoiler, is dead at the end of Far From Home, what is cool is that hologram technology still exists. And so I thought it would have been neat, chat, if they had Ralphie from Christmas Story, because that's who that actor is. That's Ralphie from Christmas Story, chat. Because he has the technology. He's the one, I think, that really sent out the message to, like, the world that, oh, yeah, it's fucking, yeah, Spider-Man's Peter Parker. He is the new Mysterio, but people don't know Mysterio's dead, and Mysterio is like just a hologram from now on that he controls. That's what I would have been. And you could bring back Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, you could have Jake Gyllenhaal in all these scenes. You see his face, but he's just a hologram. People don't know. He's an illusion. And I'm like, oh, that's a perfect way for Mysterio to continue to live on. That's what I would have done. But for all I know, that's not what they're doing. Probably why Feige and Disney are resistant to making Spider-Man, the new Iron Man, be in the face of the MCU, because they don't have sole ownership. And no, Sony would pull something like, yeah, what would be worse if it's wrapped up between movies and we see nothing? That would piss me off. It's like, oh, remember when everyone thought you were a criminal? Ha ha ha, we took care of that. That would be shitty. That would be some bad writing. Let's remember No Way Home will explain how Sony films tying with the MCU. You know, yeah, we'll find out. That's has what made Mysterio even before his first appearance in the MCU. As a comics villain, they're very, very story. You're right, Chris. He is one of the best endgame villains ever. Yeah, I love Mysterio. I mean, he did. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did the Logan the X-Men. That was brilliant. I love that. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, hi, Mysterio. I made you slaughter all your friends. Oh. There'll never be a better Sinister Six movie than the PS4. True. So stop trying, especially if they go. And that was a good one. That was a good Sinister Six. Illusionist is an illusion. Exactly. So I think the reason why they had issues renegotiating this party deal, Feige didn't want Sony to get for the terrible villain universe, Sinister Six, yeah. Thank you, by the way, to Excessive Ninja for the follow. Manny Huckberry, welcome to stream. Talking about Spider-Man. Talking about Spider-Man, Uncle Ben not being mentioned. MCU bothers me. Stark took that. I don't mind that. I think that's cool. I mean, you know, people like they've had subtle references to Uncle Ben, but at least the man has died many times. So I don't want to see him die again. I'm glad they skipped over the Spider-Man because we're just familiar with it. But if they want to mention Ben in a way that feels natural, I'm okay with that. I just don't want them to lord over his death again. You know, but I'm not too bothered. They've mentioned him in subtle ways. Like even on Peter's suitcase, like it was Uncle Ben's suitcase. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I like that. So he's still there in a way. If they bring him in naturally, then I'd be okay with it. I'd be totally okay with it. But I just don't want them to constantly like lord that over Peter, his death. But I get what you're saying. But yeah, chat. Well, overall, we'll see what happens with this Spider-Man. Again, we'll find out this year. I'll watch it. I'll review it. Double Toast will talk about it for all you toasties out there. I'll give it a shot, but I gotta be honest. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned about this. I don't trust Sony. I don't think they are very terrible franchise makers. You know, I don't know. I just don't know. We'll find out together. Uncle Ben and Batman's origin story. Done with both of those. Enough of the pearls. The pearls. Some people, filmmakers love to. Filmmakers just love to do that origin story. Matt Reeves has said he's not going to do that, but I don't know if I believe him. We'll find out. No matter how good the movie is, that they wrap up half that asset on the run plot, which I'm excited for. I don't think I'll get it past that fact. It'll dock points. Yeah, I mean I think that should be the whole crux of the film. And if they're going to wrap that up quick, I think that's a huge mistake. That's just me. Always thought Timmy Allen would be a cool MCU. That'd be good. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I love Timmy Font. He'd be good with that. If they have to reference him, they'd bring an actor to play him. A flashback scene or something. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, if they're doing a multiverse thing with this, Spider-Verse, and there'll be so many Uncle Bens. They'll be like, oh, your Uncle Ben died too? All of our Uncle Bens are dead. Topher, well, I'm out of here. Have a great night, Chris. Thanks for streaming and response. Have a great night. No, thank you, Topher. Appreciate that. I would not be shocked. I'll tell you this, Blackstone. I would not be surprised if this is the one they really do mention Uncle Ben again, because you have all these spider people coming back together. And so they're going to share the fact, you know, that what inspired them. I would hope so. I would hope that they all have a quiet moment to talk to each other about their lives and what they've gone through and what inspired them, what caused them. It's like, that would be natural way. Like, that, be positive here. Put a positive spin on it. I think that would be a really natural conversation to bring up Uncle Ben and have it be some closure for all these Spider-Man chat, whether it be Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland. That, I think, would be really nice. And that, I would like to see that. I would really like to see that. I also don't know why people say the Spider-Man movies get hate for having Tony Stark being around, since in both. Oh, yeah, the whole thing. I know some people don't like the fact they Tony Stark's the mentor. I like that. I think that it's different. We've got so many different cinematic interpretations of Spider-Man. I don't mind that they finally okay, we're going to deviate. And I think it's worked for the most part. I really liked it. Haven't you mentioned Uncle Ben and the camera pans to a packet of rice? I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be good. And another thing, too. I think this would have been really cool, Chad. Like, this would have been my dream. So we get this Spider-Man trilogy. Let's say they did the Craven Punisher thing. That's the third movie. And this is like the high school. This is the home trilogy, Chad, the high school trilogy. I think it would be cool to see another trilogy of Spider-Man films, but it's the college years. But Peter has now started to become the mentor, and either to the young Avengers or to a young Miles Morales. And you introduce Miles Morales. You have Donald Glover as the Prowler in there, chat. Aaron Davis. You could bring him in there as a villain slash mentor slash kind of like, I don't know what the hell you are, man, but we got to work out these problems. Like, that, I think, would be a cool way. And then, you know, Peter can live out his fucking life. You know, he's like, I can retire. Now you're the new Spider-Man, Miles. And like at the end of it, and then you can know the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies. That's what we did. So, you know, you have the 6 main Peter Spider-Man films, but then throughout the college years, you introduce Miles Morales and have him, you know, be the mentee to the mentor, Peter Parker. I think that would have been amazing. I think Miles Morales would absolutely get his own movies. And they should have Donald Glover come back and play Aaron Davis, the Prowler. I mean, they set him up in Homecoming. I wish they would return him. I think that would be really fucking cool. There's a lot of potential there. I wish they would. I would hope they do that. I would wish they would do that. But again, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Baby Miles watching. That would be a great scene. You see this young kid watching Spider-Man. That's his favorite superhero. And he inevitably ends up becoming that. That'd be cool. Yes, they had the potential to make multiple Spider films like Harry Potter. Yeah, you can do. I mean, they did the college years in the comics. You did the high school years, did the college years. He becomes a mentor to this kid. Also dealing with Aaron Davis. A lot of things they can set up. A lot of things they could do. Yeah. Oh, I want to have Tom McGuire as the oldest mentor. Well, I'm saying like have Tom Holland be the mentor. Oh, you mean like the crossover films? Sure, they'll have a conversation. The only thing I hope so. The only thing I'm good to see it. Detrick Queen. Welcome, Isaac. The only thing I wish they'd move away from is that massive Tony Stark emphasis. Love Tom Holland's Peter, but everything relating to the Stark in some ways. Has been super annoying to me. Even the villains were more after Stark than Stark. I disagree. I really like that. I think it's so cool that Tony Stark, Iron Man, has made so many villains. He's done a lot of damage to the world over the years. I think it's very funny. But yeah, fair enough. Agree to disagree. But I get you. I'm hoping, I'll tell you this. Even if this next movie does deal with Tony Stark stuff, I would want the college trilogy in my make-believe universe that I control everything. I'm the god, that they move away from Tony Stark, and now Peter's he is now the mentor character to a younger generation of heroes. Young Avengers, Miles, that's what I would like. Yeah, we'll see. Also, her rumors Tom McGuire was the Uncle Ben MCU. What? That'd be cool to see that. Tom relating to that kid of his uncle in the universe and get a resolution to say goodbye. So that would be amazing. She's like, Uncle Ben? Peter's like, what? That would be fucking trippy. That would be crazy. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we'll see. No one, another love stream. Hoping everyone has a great night. No one, thank you for all the support. Sleep well. Thank you for your generosity, chat. Thank you, No Name Woman. But now, chat, we'll move on to the next question. I want to take a brief time just to cover the Spider-Man stuff because I know you wanted to talk about it. But that's my opinions on it, chat. We'll fucking see. I'm concerned to say the least, but we'll see. Teresa's character is seeing the people that truly hate you and why. Yeah. Thank you, Bad Shields, for 5 days, and I hope you and Katie are doing very well tonight. Pleasure to have you here. Let's get to this next question, chat. Kind of great question. One of the central themes of the Legacy of Kain is the very nature of destiny. Specifically, that we have more choices than we think we do if we're willing to ask the tough questions. As a content creator, what tough questions have you asked yourself, and how do you think they change your destiny? So one thing I had to think about, chat, was, and it came at a big point in my life where I had to kind of choose. And it's this is opening up here. Hold on, a can of worms, chat. So I haven't dated in quite a while. I mean, I've been on dates and things, but I haven't been in a serious relationship for some time, Chad. Last time I was in a serious relationship, it was when I was not streaming. I wasn't doing anything, Chad. I was doing some stuff for one of us at the time, but for the most part, I was working my job, and I was in a relationship with my girlfriend at the time. And situation came up where she had to move home, given it was a financial scenario, or it was this. She either had to move home, or I had to cover certain things. And it was like, well, if that happens, then my whole desire to be a streamer for a living will probably not happen. I probably not succeed in it because I have additional responsibilities now. And I said I wanted to, one of the things I wanted in my life is I wanted to focus on a career that I loved. I wanted to, because that's one of the things I want to do in my life. Is I've told you many times, Sha, is I want to do what I love for a living, get paid for it. Like, that is a unique thing. Not a lot of people achieve that, and I want to achieve that, Sha. So I made the choice, and it was best for everyone. Thankfully, it was best for everyone involved. That she moved back home, that she got a better job, she was able to support herself. It was that kind of thing. Thankfully, it all worked out. It worked out in the end. It was the best situation, and I was able to focus on my content, my streaming content, building this up, working with Double Toasted Chat. It was actually the best thing that happened. But it was one of those things that's like, okay, it comes with the sacrifice of having a relationship with a significant other. And it's not to say that I'm never going to have that. Again, I want that. But I want things to get to a certain point where they're stable, where I'm earning a specific amount of money, and I have all these other things up and running that it's like, okay, cool. Now I can pursue that. But I knew that this decision I would make would have a profound effect on me. And I was like, well, I wanted to try to achieve that dream. And it came at the cost of maintaining a relationship, but that's the choice I made. I wanted to pursue something that was for me. And I knew if I made the other decision that it probably wouldn't have happened. But thankfully, it all worked out for us, both my ex and for myself, I would say so. That's what happened, Chad. So Chris broomed her fast. No, no. You do what you want with me and kick her to the curb. You broom him fast. Got the phone. You did a Casablanca. No. Don't let the door hit you when the good Lord splits you. You're twisting my words. And you get to read erotic. I get to read erotic Sonic fan fiction wearing a Sonic suit. Exactly. Look how it worked out, Chad. I did not broom her fast. 87 years ago. Oh, that was one of the strongest parts of Legacy Kane series. I missed now. Yeah, we got. See what you guys are saying. True Justice Care. Thank you for the 5 minutes. Oh, no, that's what I really come there. Not smiles. Yes. Godspeed, Juicy Man. Well, I'm being open with you, chat. I'm being open. Don't worry, Chris. I have you, chat. You're my significant other. We're all family. You're not my friends, chat. We're family. We're family. But no, it's worked out. It's what needed to happen. We needed to take responsibility for ourselves, and I'm happy for it, chat, because I knew I would not. No, the Pimp Ham game. No, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But soon, the rest of your life. Casey, that's good. You were able to get things all focused, and you got a great opportunity. Hopefully, you can get that opportunity again. It's not selfish to focus on yourself and put things towards building. Yeah, that's why I wanted to have that stability. I wanted to do something that I love for a living, because this is what my fear was, is that if I continue in this relationship and I'm working at a job that just eats away at my fucking core, and it's like I can't not be in, cause who knows what happened? What if my, it could have been a scenario, what if my girlfriend got pregnant? What if there's something like that happened? And it's like, oh my God, I have that because, she's living with me now, and that happens, and I definitely have to find a job. I got to find even a better paying job in something I don't want to do the rest of my life. Like, there's a lot of scenarios, and I'm just like, I don't want that right now. I don't need that right now. It's not healthy for either of us. It wouldn't be healthy for me, mentally or physically or any other way. And we made a decision to split up, and she pursued it, and she's doing much better now. So super better, chap. And I'm doing my thing, and I'm very happy, other than living in my own sweat. But there was a lot of things that was running through my head. That's your thing with Timbers. We were all pretty much FWB, so I mean, you're like kind of relationship. I'm kind of relationship. We are. We family. Excessive. You got him right. Stretchers, did you hear the voice of Sebastian, the title memory? I did not. I'm sorry to hear that. He was good. Look at Chris. Have you reached the 70-person monthly average for the checkmate? Nah, I got to hit 75, and I have not. I'll check what it is tonight. Yeah. No. It's funny. Some of us literally pay you to be our friend. When you put it like that, I sound like a fucking asshole. Thank you, Deadpool, for the 16 biddies. Chris, nothing will come in between me and my ground turkey, exactly, including a baby. We're all family. I love all you guys, but don't ask me for money. I'm not financially responsible all the time. I'm gonna subscribe to you until November. I appreciate that, Jason. Don't want any little juicy from it. I don't want no juice. I want that juice spreading everywhere else. To keep it inside me. She's doing much better, and I'm very happy. Josh, why are you making it sound that way? You guys are terrible. Oh. Thank you, Glee, for the 100 biddies. Hope you're doing well. Josh has a way to find like the certain sentences that I say and just come back, and I'm like reading that, I'm like, oh, that does sound kind of shitty. And I think if you chose different, it would never have been graced with your dirty Sonic boy. Exactly, would never have been graced with my dirty Sonic boy or my eroticism. Exactly, Chad. Oh, seriously, think of 5 days. Hey, shipper, Sonic fan fiction, a dilemma to be sure. Did she get to see you in the Sonic suit? Never did. Killa! Oh, Chad, we got a hype train. Thank God we have a hype train. Oh, Killa, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Corey, Doug, and Deadpool and the 100 biddies. You don't sound like an asshole, Chris, more like an escort. The biddies are on the dresser. Chad, let's get hype of each other. Let's go ahead and get hype. That's what we're going to do right now. We're getting hype. Hold on now. Oh, that's 2 hype trains today, Chad. Woo!
Work it fast like Sonic, make your ass do a loop-de-loop. Work it fast like Sonic, make your ass do a loop-de-loop. Work for the rings, you gotta work for the rings. Work for the rings, you gotta work for the rings. Work, 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 work. Get juicy. Whistle while you twerk.
Black to the consumer, the biddies, thank you! Thank you!
Wiggle your arms, make it look like hentai. 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 Bitch, we love up in this bitch.
Thank you, Chad, thank you! That's for the gift of the songs. Oh, absolutely, thank you!
Actually, what you are referring to is not called hentai. It's called
Tentacle
porn. Hentai
Tentacle
is
porn.
Animated porn.
That's what it is.
Don't ask me how I know.
I just know these things.
Just wanted to correct you.
I know these
But,
things, Chad.
Anyway.
Get juicy. Now whistle while you twerk.
Let me go ahead and thank all these people. WC for the 5 good subs, Axel the 100 biddies, Glee the 100 biddies, Thunder Live the 100 biddies, Blacks of the 750 biddies, Bad Shoes the 10 biddies, Deadpool of the 100 biddies, and Killa start off that hype train with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. And Stranger Shoe coming in there. I see you coming in there, Stranger Shoe, with the 5 biddies. Thank you so much. Feeling sweaty? Set up down your girlfriend. Trying to cry in the shower. Will eat away your tears. Hagen Herman ice cream soup. Made from the sweatiest New Yorker in America. Black bean and shame salt. Ah, that kind of cuts. Oh my God. That kind of hurt me a little bit. It's funny. Ooh. Jason, I mean, not subscribers don't pay you and they're absolutely, absolutely. No, listen, I've always said, I'm just happy to have you here. If you don't need to subscribe, you can't subscribe, you can't pay, that's fine. I'm just happy to have you here. It's no worries at all. It's no worries at all. Happy to have them here. Happy to be watching. No doubt about it. Whoo! Haley, welcome. Hello. How you doing? Look at you, see now your AC working now. It's kind of coming in. I had to buy a portable unit. Cost $300, and it's a little bit not as good as the central air, but I'm getting a little. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. No doubt. I'm moving, too. I'm moving and grooving, chat. That's what happens. Jesus Christ. Thank you for all that support. Haley, thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream. I hope you're doing very well today. Doing my class in the glass cast for your ass. A little bit of sass. Vin Diesel voice, vroom, vroom, to tank top. I got to do that. I'll have to get a tank top, either for my reviews or for my Fast Furious car. I'm going to read this again. Feeling sweaty? Sad about dumping your girlfriend? Tired of crying in the shower? Well, eat away your tears of Hagen Herman ice cream soup. Made from the sweatiest New Yorker in America. Black beans and shame sauce. That is amazing. Holy shit. That's going to be a thing. Oh my God. Oh, Lord, that killed me. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for that incredible hype train. Nia is savage. Josh knows. I never knew I'd be on the end of that, though. Blackstone. Oh, with the 7 gifted subs. Darkstein, I don't know. Yes, you do. Oh, my Lord. Blackstone, thank you so much for all that incredible support, chat. Wow-a-wee-wa, indeed. Indeed. I think we definitely paid for the AC unit now. Thank you, chat. Ooh. Oh, my God. Do you really what happened? It's all love. I promise. I promise. Yeah. Thank you. Will I be doing commentaries for all the Fast Furious films? Yes. I'll be doing commentaries and reviews for all of them. I'll probably start those not this week, but not the upcoming week, but the next week. Next week I will be doing that. Yes, indeed. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Yeah, all 8 Fast Furious films and Hobbs and Shaw. And I'll probably review the new one when it comes out and I can watch it. Not a spoiler review, but like a regular review. Thank you so much, Blackstone, for the 7 gifted subs. And again, Deadpool, thank you for the 10 biddies. Oof. Chat moving Chris, all hot and sweaty. I'm so hot and sweaty and juicy, Deadpool. Can't help myself. Oh my Lord, we got the level 5 and Dad Chick going with the 10 gifted subs coming in there right now, chat. Oh my Lord. All of that incredible hype. I'm going to turn the hype down just a little bit. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll have it in the background, chat. It's going to turn down a little bit. You can kind of hear it. You can kind of hear it a little bit, chat. There it is. You can kind of hear it. Talk over it. I'll talk over it for now. Thank you so much, chat. Oh, Haley, do you like Zelda? And which game? Mine's Breath of the Wild. Yes. My favorite one is Zelda Link to the Past. That's my favorite. And thank you, Dobbies, for another 10 biddies. Seriously, guys. Wow, I need to properly serenade you. Dad Chickling, Isaac, thank you for all those subs. Blacks, thank you for all those subs. Dobbies, free, thank you for the 10 biddies. Cheers. So this is my last swig of iced coffee. I'm gonna get a proper alcoholic beverage. Darks over the 5 biddies. If Nia roasts you any further, I'm gonna get a heat stroke. I'm hot. I'm just super hot now. Chat. I was like, oh God. Oh Lord. Chat, cheers and salute to you. May the Wayne's of the nose of feather, your shake those having as we speak. Thank you for all that support. Oh. Let me get a proper alcoholic beverage, chat. Hot. Let me get a proper alcoholic beverage to toast you guys, especially Dead Chickling and Blackstone, for all that support. I'll be right back, chat. Stick around. I'll be right back, and we'll continue all of these amazing questions from my very generous patrons. Stick around, chat. To step into my living room because all of the cool air is coming through. Thank you, Luke the Boss, for the 2 biddies. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all of them. We got level 5 hype train, 168% right now. Wow-a-wee-wa indeed. Oh, yeah, you get to put in some song requests. Well, you guys do. However many you want, just put them in there. I'll do some songs tonight, chat, before I leave. No, hype. Hype, chat, indeed. Let me go ahead and I'll turn the audio back up for you guys. I'll do that for you. Get that back up there. Woo! Woo-wee. Thank you, chat, for all of that. And Killer, thank you for the 50 biddies. Where's the love? No, chat, please do check out Killer Streams. Give her some support. I would really appreciate it. Cheers and salute to all of you guys. I got myself a nice little cocktail. Thank you so much. May the wings of the nipples of feather, you shake those heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute. Choo choo, chugga chugga. Naya, will you do Nelly's hot in here? It's only appropriate. I'll do it. I will do that indeed. I'll do that at the end of the stream. Thank you, chat. This was absolutely incredible hype train right there. We got real. Did I get a haircut? No. What's happening to my hair is that I'm so hot and sweaty that it's literally just like slowly just kind of becoming super like floppy. and it's like just slick. It's just slick with sweat. I'm disgusting right now. That's what's happening, chat. That's what's happening. Oh boy. That Chicken Wing, thanks. People's not bitter about, but disappointed those subs didn't count with 100 sub movie. Oh, what happened to Chicken Wing? Oh, was that for the? Is that some of Jesus Christ, Double Toasted? Oh no. I'm sorry about that. Well, you can put as many song requests. That Chicken Wing, you could put in as many song requests as you want tonight. She is the keeper of the songs. You send everything to her. Go ahead and do it. Whispers, buy egg and Herman ice cream soup today. No. I know. I did put some water on my face. I just did that. That's my hair is so floppy. Plus, my hair is super long now, so it's just like, it's a slick back at this point, as you can see. Whoo! But thank you for all that amazing hype, chat. We still need to get through these questions, though, chat. I'm still not even done with the first block of questions. We still got to get to the. There we go. So, made a choice between, as Naya puts it, I dumped my girlfriend to be a Twitch streamer. After 100 subs of DT's band movie review, they didn't see it. Oh! Well, man, I'll bring it up to Corey. I'll mention that to Corey, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit. That Chicken Wing. 100 subs? I'll talk to Corey about that, man. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Was that the roast? It was a roast. I was cooked. I was thoroughly cooked. No, listen, man? I'm sorry about it. I'll talk to Corey about that. I'll let him know. You need some acknowledgement. You need to get some stuff sent to you too. You need some merch. I'll talk to him, Toyu man, when I see him tomorrow, before the show starts. I'll mention that. So sorry. No, cheers, salute to you, Chat. Can we get some support in here for that chicken? Can we give this man some Mr. Revan Yays, Mr. Revan hypes right now? I'll start that off right now. Hold on. Yes, absolutely. You are always so incredibly generous, whether it be on my stream or Double Toast's, and you need to be acknowledged. You need that support, and also on Patreon too. Working on your commentaries, good sir. Been delayed with certain things, but you're always so generous. You deserve the support. Thank you. I'll talk to Corey tomorrow about that. Cheers and salute to you. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, chat. The love of the family. Chat. Thank you. Whew. Let me go ahead and get to this next group of questions. We got it right here. I'm here to support y'all. No worries, because I'm here for a good. No, I'm so happy to have you here, man. But I want to acknowledge you. You deserve the acknowledgement. No question about that. Oh, this is a music question, chat. I would like. I could play this music, but I'm very. Actually, I might be able to play some of the music here, for these. This is a good question from Manny. Excuse me. Legacy of Kain games have a pretty minimal soundtrack, but what tracks are there tend to be gothic as fuck? Which, of course, they are since it's a vampire series. What is your favorite gothic game theme and why? The two always that I think of, chat, Dark Souls and Bloodborne. The Souls series, chat. I guess Demon Souls to a degree, but I just really the music, the atmospheric music of Bloodborne and Dark Souls really appeals to me, chat. Just it perfectly immerses you in that world. Just makes you feel fucking miserable the whole time, and there's always a new horrible abomination, gothic horror around the corner. It sets the game. Even those boss battle shit, the boss battle music. That's what we could play this since you hear this music in games. We can play some of this music right now. I'll go ahead and play some of it for you, chat. But the boss battle music in Dark Souls, it's like, oh, God. It's so upsetting when it happens. Dark Souls, boss battle music. And I also play some Bloodborne stuff, too. But I love it, chat. Let me get Dark Souls, old boss theme, sweet. Let me just get the regular boss battle music. I guess we can do this one. See, it starts playing here. This chat. Every time I hear this, it's so goddamn horrifying. It's like, all right, here we fucking go. Don't know if I'm gonna live or I'm gonna die. Mommy. Yeah. This plays for like several bosses. There's different ones, but this is the one that I always remember from the game. I think it's because of some of the first ones you fight that has this music. But like this one, help! This is baby making music, is it? Ah! Satan, maybe. This is the devil's music. But like that's like an example. And then you also have Bloodborne music as well. But that is the music I always think of when I think of Dark Souls. I know there's like more like softer Dark Souls music and things, but that's just the ones. It's pure fucking chaos. I want inside me, Satan. No, Naya, no, don't do it. The Rosemary Baby situation. But Bloodborne also has some really good music, chat. I want to play. I've only played Demon's Souls. I've only played a couple Souls games on stream. I played Sekiro, which was I couldn't beat. Played Demon's Souls, which I loved, which will be uploaded on my YouTube channel someday. But I want to play either I definitely want to play Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne on this year, sometime this year, chat. But we can go ahead and listen to some Bloodborne music here, chat. You got some good ones.
That small town.
God damn you, T-Mobile. You ever visit Bloodborne on the PS5? I've not. I have it downloaded, or I can download it. I'll be able to because I own it digitally. So I'll definitely play Dark Souls Remastered and Bloodborne on my channel this year. Thank you for the 10 minutes. Play the Dark Souls song to party, everyone dancing. It's like just chaos. How do you even dance to it? Everyone's just fucking. That's what it is. It's just pure fighting each other, just fucking and tear each other apart. But here's some of that Bloodborne music, chat, and it builds. This is called Omen. You want to twerk to this? You want to twerk to this? You want to dance to this? But this is like gothic horror. This is like cosmic horror. It's very Lovecraftian. And stuff like this always plays throughout in the entire game. Well, a lot of string instruments with Bloodborne too, as you can hear here. I twerk to literally anything. He starts slow off the twerk, just like. Yeah. It's like, this doesn't sound pleasant. Then it kind of gets into it. Honestly, Ch, I'm thinking about it now. This might be a question later on. Actually, you know what? I'll save that. I'll save that for now because I think it's a question later on asked by someone else. But I'm going to put a pin in the Bloodborne Dark Souls conversation. But we'll listen to another one. This is also Hunter's Dream, which I think is a little more softer. I could be wrong. This is kind of like the little hub world, I believe, where you go to, where it's safe, at least for most of the game. Slow twerk. It's like a... ooh. But again, there's the strings in Bloodborne. Bloodborne's all about those strings. Some horrible demon, vampire, Cthulhu creature attacks you with that music. Always. It's like, here we go. Bloodborne is a beautiful... I mean, it's a beautiful, horrifying soundtrack. It's really, really good, Chad. I really want to play this game for you guys on stream. It'll be hard. It'll be very hard. But I want to do it. So skip ahead a little bit. It's pretty soft for most of it. Yeah. Got that girl sitting. And when Chris moves, he will give us the hip gyration with the hype sound. I will. No, I'll get up and do it. I'll have more room. I would do it now, but I can't. Hard, Naya. I can see that. Haley, I can definitely see that. This is very with the singers, like kind of that chanting. Yeah, the Zelda comparison is apt. I agree with that. Yeah. But it's a beautiful piece, yeah. Bloodborne is great. It's very atmospheric, a lot of strings, and I just associate Dark Souls with that chaos. But those would be my two picks for like gothic music. I don't know if you guys have any other just gothic sounding things in movies or video games, anything in particular. But those are the two that come to mind immediately for me, at least for video games, since they're so gothic in nature. Where one is more like gothic Victorian, the other one's more gothic medieval. Yarn, I'm Fonsa. Yes. Any tips on a game? My average 3 viewers. I'm sure I'll sip and play. I'll talk about that. That's actually a question that's related to later on. I'll cover that in a bit. Go on that in a bit. Jodakai. Yeah, Jodakai. He's good. He's very gothic. I listed different types of gothic music. Nice. Can you do Breath of the Wild? I'll do that. Sure. Why not? Unless Nintendo comes after me. Breath of the Wild. Hyrule Castle. Canceled. Music. Is it interior? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, I can hear it now. The piano, the organ. They have an organ. This is cool. Oh, this is very good. This is a great piece. Oh, outside? I'll play outside in a second. That was good. This is outside, an inside transition. Twerk. You like the soldier stomping, chap? Please hear me out. The Gothic entry music, the Dewey Babysitter track. That's fine. I haven't heard it in a while. This is very good. And I can actually play this music on stream chat because it's in the video game. It works out. There's like, yeah, I'm playing the video game right now. Okay, you someone playing Legend of Zelda, chat? Yeah, just hear the music. This is very good. It's kind of like you hear the chimes in the background too. Very nice. Very nice, chap. Armored Darkness. I don't remember Armored Darkness. I would play it, chap, but I'm very careful about now playing music from movies. I gotta be careful with that. The video game music, I think it's safe for me. I'll find out in a bit. But no, great choices, chat. I feel like this song is yelling at me. Good. Devil May Cry 3 Final Battle music. We'll do that. That'll be the last thing we watch. Devil May Cry 3 Final Battle music with Virgil. Well, listen, that was suggested by Danny. Let me go ahead and we'll listen to that. Then we'll move on to the next question. Boom. There it is. Devil May Cry 3 Virgil Battle. Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm liking this. Very nice. I'm not bullying her. She bullied me real good. Very nice. Happy to have you here, Haley. I hope you like that little part right there. Yeah. I was good to see new people here. Oh, froze. Am I still good? Am I still good, RD? You. And your soul is mine, RD. That means we probably go to the bathroom, just evacuate my bowels. Sad, man. This is beautiful. I'm liking this a lot, Chad. Yeah, this is a great piece. This is a great piece. No, wonderful piece. Great suggestion. Really good. Yeah, there's Gothic in there too. Maybe want to go replay 70 the Nightless. I know, right? Oh yeah. Castlevania has some great what's it called? Chiptune music. Gothic chiptune music, no doubt about it. Wonderful choices. Yeah, I don't see a cat chasing a mouse around an orchestra. Wonderful choice. Yeah, that's some wonderful music. Love that. Newsy Ducky, I sometimes listen to the Secret Arietti soundtrack. Sometimes I listen to the Princess Mononoke soundtrack. I wish I could play it right now, chat. But that ba-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, like the Legend of Ashitaka. Ba-na-na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na. I love the Legend of Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke, chat. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful, chat. Wonderful chat. Axel, night chat. I'm heading to bed. Great stream as usual. Thank you, Axel. Hope you had a great evening. See you next time, good sir. I'll be back. Well, I'll be back on Monday. Thank you. Cheers and salute to you. Love that Legend of Ashitaka. I would play it for you guys, but again, the copyright. I'm just kind of... Twitch is like, we're starting out a new batch of DMCAs, so I'm being very careful. I'm playing video game music, but I should be safe with video game music since I play video games, and Twitch plays a ton of video games, so I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right with that. But beautiful piece right there. Love that. Great choice. But yeah, mine would be Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but you guys found some excellent choices too. Love them. Yeah, very nice. Now I'll move on to some more questions from Vanny. Yeah, I said, so recently I said, hey, put some bonus questions on there. Yeah, at the time. Since I wasn't able to cover it this Thursday. Peter Pan Sexual, welcome to the 10 minis. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. Oh, One Wing Angel from other. Oh, great. No, One Wing Angel, yeah. Sephiroth is amazing theme, no doubt about that. That's been great. Be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake again sometime this year, and anticipation for the DLC that's going to come out. We'll do that. That'll be a great time. And listen to One Wing Angel again. Yeah, wonderful choice. But thank you, Peter, for the 10 biddies. Hope you're doing well. Oh, but yeah, this is a bonus question from Vanny. He says he has several. I said that we can post some bonus questions since I wasn't able to get to these on Thursday. Legacy of Kain series is one of the best voice acting of the PS1 generation. My personal favorite is Raziel's soliloquy in the intro of Soul Reaver. Do you have a favorite speech from the game? It looks like he posted. We're going to listen to this little speech here, chat. I do. I picked 3. I picked 3 speeches. But let me go ahead, chat. And we'll listen to a little bit of the speech and listen to some of the ones that I've selected too. This is old, chat, which I'm not so sure about this movie. We'll find out. Oh, it's a long speech. It's a goddamn long speech, chat. IDOS. Hold on. I'll listen to the speech it is. Actually, I should show this to you. I should show this speech to you, chat. Hold on. I have the ability to do this. My mistake, chat. Let's watch this together. Let's watch this speech together, my friends. Boom. God damn you ads. I hate you ads. How I hate you. How I hate you all. Oh, I gotta play the thing. Hold on.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him.
I'm here.
Few know the truth.
Darcy, have a fantastic evening.
He was
Thank
mortal
you.
once, as were we all.
It's Martian Manhunter, Sean Jones.
His contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren.
Hello.
I am Raziel, firstborn of his
I've not said his name right. Razio.
I have served
Not
Kain
Raziel. I
for
call him
many.
Raziel.
The gift continued to evolve.
He looks like he needs some
We
liquid in his
became
body.
less human and more divine.
He looks very dry.
Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow.
Cool.
Until
Looks like
I
real.
had the honor of surpassing my lord.
He's got a wing. He's like, cool, I'll have another wing. Neato. Oh, neat. He's like a skull and judges that bit. Yeah, that's good. Great. Wow, you nailed it, Blackson. That's exactly what this guy looks like. That's it. This guy is like, yeah, you're a good piece of ass. Look at him touching his wings and stuff, chat. He's like, yeah. There's nothing about that. I
For
did
my
not take it home.
transgression,
Thank you for
I
asking, though.
earned a new kind of reward.
What's he gonna do, chat? Oh! Oh! Oh, damn. Did he rip his wings off? Holy fucking shit, he ripped his wings off. Jesus. He wants that ass. He clearly wants that ass. That's what I'm seeing right now.
There was only one possible outcome. My eternal
He ripped that guy's wings off. That's a rough way to go.
I, Mazio,
I guess he was
suffer
jealous
the fate of traitors
because he
and
didn't have any wings and he did.
burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead.
That was well, that's a piece of shit. That's a okay. That wasn't nice
Cast
to do.
him in.
That was savage. It was yeah. Now use your fucking wings.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss.
Damn.
Unspeakable pain, relentless agony.
Damn.
Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell.
Oh shit. He's like underwater now. He's like a skeleton man.
An eternity passed, and my
Bishop
torment
Savage and Tell's ruler.
bringing me back from the
Now he's a
precipice
ghoul.
of madness.
Oh.
The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
So is this who we play as? He's got no lower jaw. Oh. Interesting. Cool. That was neat shit. I like that. That was pretty cool. Neato. No, that was a very good speech. I liked his little origin story too. I gotta play these games. I know I was gifted one. I gotta play these games someday, chat. It has to happen. Very nice. Will the series return? I'm gonna play it on my channel someday. That was really good. I like that. I like the, yeah, Kane's a fucking dick. I have a couple speeches, chat. So I have a couple off the top of my head, like video game speeches, like video game centric speeches. And you actually heard one of them recently. But I have one in particular that I really love, chat. I'm going to do the voice. I'm going to act these out for you, chat. And one of my favorite speeches in all video games is Andrew Ryan's speech in BioShock. A man chooses, a slave obeys. That one I absolutely love. The assassin has overcome the final defense, and now he has come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses, a slave obeys. You think you have memories, a farm, a family, an airplane, a crash, and then this place. But was there really a family? Did that airplane really crash? Or was it hijacked? Forced down by something less than a man, something bred, sneak walked to life until activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill or a slave? A man chooses, a slave obeys. Come in, stop! Would you kindly? Would you kindly? A powerful phrase. Familiar phrase. Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill that son of a bitch? Sit. Would you kindly? Stand. Would you kindly? Run. Stop. Turn. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Kill. Ah! A man chooses, a slave obeys. Obey! And a golf club to the head. Would you kindly? Andrew Ryan's speech, awesome. One of my favorite speeches in video games, chat. So goddamn good. So goddamn good. Another one, chat, is from Mass Effect. I have two speeches from Mass Effect I absolutely fucking love, chat. One of you you've heard recently. You've heard this very recently, chat. Hold the line. From Captain Kirahi from Mass Effect, chat. I don't know what's happening. It's fine, Nye. It's fine. Stop. I will never obey. You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We'll be legends, but the records are sealed. Glory in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes, the Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot, or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. Facts, chap. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni before we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren, and the battle today, we will hold the line. Love that speech. Love that speech. You see, no! that was one of my favorite shit. And the other one is Sovereign speech from Mass Effect chat. One of my favorites. Love this shit. Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. What they choose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are. There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign. Before us, you are nothing. Your destruction is inevitable. We are the end of everything. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it. We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure. Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. Love his fucking speech. Oh, I gave myself chills, chat. I gave myself chills. But those are my top 3 favorite speeches in video games. So many great speeches, chat. So many great speeches. Absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Those are my top 3, chat. Bioshock, such a good game. Love Bioshock. It's a badass speech indeed, Black. So it's like, oh, fuck, this guy's serious. Oh, no. Yeah. No, I love those. Those are my top. There's some other great ones, too. Trying to think. Solid Snake has some great speeches, chat, so I always go to. Really love Solid Snake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Didac speech is really cool. Oh, is that the Didac? That's the one from Halo. Halo, right? Dracula's "What is a man?" speech. Oh yes. I'll do that. I'll do "What is a man?" with a pathetic pile of lies. I'll do Dracula's speech. That's a good one. Dracula. What is a man speech? What is a man speech? I'll move on to Vanny's next question. I got so many questions, chat. What is a man? Is it? I guess this is a show. I'm trying to remember. A pile of secrets. That's what it is. All right, chat. So this is like this conversation with Richter. From Casper City of the Night. Yeah, this is Richter saying, "Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind. Ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk." That's a good one. I like that. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Not wrong. Great one. Great one, chat. You know, hard speeches in the first one, but they'll become parodies themselves in the sequels. That's great. I love that. Oh, Lord. What else do we have here? We got some other good ones here. Other good questions from Vanny. But those are my top 3, chat. Andrew Ryan speech, the line, Captain Kirby speech, and Sovereign speech. Really, really good. Got another bonus question from Vanny. Razio. I know how to say Razio. Razio's primary weapon is a titular Soul Reaver, a sword that has both a physical and ethereal form. What is your favorite transforming weapon in a game? My favorite one, chat, is in a game. You might not have heard of it, but it's called Shadows of the Damned. And it kind of has like this Day of the Dead, very kind of like Mexican influence to it, where you play this character named Garcia Hotspur, and he has this gun named Johnson. And Johnson has various forms he can take on throughout the game, such as his basic pistol form, which is called the Boner, because it's basically a skeleton skull gun. You can become the Boner. He can become the Big Boner. He can become the Ultra Big Boner, chat. He's a dick, get it? And it could be different things. It could be a gigantic rifle. It could be a shotgun. It could be a pistol. I always love that, the Boner. It's a very sexual-themed game, which a lot of references to the dick, the phallus, if you will, to the bazoongas, chat. But that's a big one for me. The Johnson, the Boner gun from Shadow's Dam. I gotta play that on stream someday. It's actually a really fun game. I like it. Underrated classic in my opinion, Chap. What about you guys? What are some of your favorite weapons that transform into different things? Like, I try to think of like a weapon that really transforms into something really different. I think, well, the plasma cutter, but it only goes in 2 different directions, horizontal and vertical. So I want to go something like really unique. So I went with the Johnsons. Literally becomes different weapons. The Keyblade, the Keyblade. I got a boner for murder. That game was well. It was a fun game. What did I miss? I heard boner. I'm talking about my favorite weapon, Naya Brownie, the Johnson. And then its various forms it takes. The boner, the big boner, the ultra big boner. So many things. Megatron, I guess he was a gun, technically. That's fine. That's fair. Well, there's some great... Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's a good one, Tiberius Monk. Yeah, Bloodborne is a shit ton. I won't be able to name them, but yeah, they become a whip, and then they become a scythe, and all sorts of things. Yeah, clever answer. Thank you. Mommy. Sorry, Naya. Oh, Lord. No, yeah, the Dark Souls games, the Souls games, but particularly Bloodborne, has a lot of wonderfully weird and chaotic transformative weapons. They look like something, but they look like okay, any ordinary weapon, and they can transform into something very different. Like, oh shit, there's this alternate form. I love that. You can say a lightsaber? Sure, you can say a lightsaber. I don't mind that. But does it turn into the Rev Boner? No. Sadly, it does not. I wish it did. I wish it did, chap. Lightsaber and Fallen Jedi. That's cool. Yeah, it could be different things. It could be double blade lightsaber. You can take it apart. That's a great weapon in video games, RD. That's perfect. Galvatron. Yeah. The Master Sword. Fair enough. Kenshin's reverse blade sword counts between the defense and kill mode. Yeah, that's fine. No, if it has different things. The Gunblade. Yeah, from FF8. One of the best aspects of that game, I'd say. Does Chris Tucker streams count as a weapon? Hey, yeah, it does. It does indeed, Naya. I allow that. It can't be used as a weapon. Nero's arm. Does that really? Oh, yeah, because you can take it out. You can do different types of arms, like in Devil May Cry 5. At least that's the one I played. Yeah, that's a good one. T-1000, that's true. It can be anything you want, really. The guillotine gun from Ace Unity. I've never played that, but sure. Weapon, a long-range weapon. Yeah, it can be anything you want. These are some good choices, chat. I like it. I dig it. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, but mine was always I like the Johnson because it's funny. And it's really, it can become any weapon you need for the given scenario, whether it be a shotgun, a rifle, a pistol. I like that. I really, really like that about it. Yeah, some good choices, chat. Nice. And this, my friends, is Vanny's last question. We got to move on to some of these other people's questions tonight, chat. It's been a very long Class on Glass cast, but I've been loving it. I've been absolutely loving it. Final question, chat. Kind of ends on a sad note. One of the saddest things about the Legacy of Kain series is that the story never got a proper ending. That's a shame. What's your favorite game franchise never got a proper finale? I've mentioned this before, but Enslaved Odyssey of the West, chap. So Enslaved Odyssey West, it's like a dystopian game where you play this character. It's like it's a loose adaptation of the Chinese mythological tale Journey to the West. Where you follow the Monkey King. But in this game, it takes place in a dystopian world, post-apocalyptic world, where the robots have taken over. You play a character named Monkey, who's voiced by, and mocap by Andy Serkis. You befriend this, not really befriend, you meet this woman who is very smart, very intelligent, understands robotics, and she basically enslaves you because she wants to go back home and she won't be able to survive without you. And so she puts this like slave headband on you, and she'll kill you if you don't do what she says. And you go on this journey together across this post-apocalyptic wasteland. And really, the two characters like fall in love with each other along the way. You meet some other people, and the game ends with setting up something fucking huge. I didn't want to say what it is because it's a huge. I want to play that game on stream someday because I love it. And it's like, oh shit! So what's the sequel going to be? Oh, here we fucking go! And it never happened because the game was made by Ninja Theory, who did recently did they did the DMC Devil May Cry reboot. They've done other stuff like oh shit! I'm trying to remember that one game. Oh, help me out here, Chad. They're doing a sequel to it right now. It's the one where you play as that woman who has a mental illness, but she's like a Viking. Help me out here. That one, they've done that one. But I've always really loved Enslaved, and it's like, oh, it's setting up. Hellblade. Thank you, Tiberius Monk. Hellblade. Yeah, they did Hellblade, and they're doing Hellblade 2 right now. It'll be out sometime in the future, I guess. But loved Enslaved, and they want to do a sequel, but it just didn't sell. And it's one of those really underrated gems that came out during the Xbox 3 PS3 era. And a lot of people played it, but I absolutely fucking love it. And it deserved a sequel. It still does deserve a sequel, chat. I love that game. But it looks like we'll ever get that. I start franchises, but never continue them. Yeah, that'll be better than the Sex game. I liked it. I liked the Bridger one when I played. I wanted more of Arkham Knight's ending. No, I agree with you. The ending of Arkham Knight was not great. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that in a bit, and some endings that I didn't think were very satisfying. But yeah, Arkham Knight's ending was like, okay, so what happened? It's very confusing. It's less up to interpretation. Batman just went, I'm going to be super Batman now. I'm going to be scary, super scary, Scarecrow Batman, I guess. I agree with you. I think the Arkham trilogy had a poor ending. Another one, speaking of poor endings, what I was like, okay, is that really it? Dead Space. I thought the original Dead Space 3 ending was not great. And I did not like the Dead Space 3 DLC ending, Awakening, where it's like, okay, the fucking, like, I guess I'll spoil here, chat. The Necromorphs fucking won. The Brethren Moons awakened, and they killed everybody. It's like, oh, yeah, we lost. It's like, really? I always felt like, you know, like, if I was to, like, okay, we're going to do a Dead Space 4. It's going to take place after Dead Space 3. I think it would have been interesting. This is my premise. I've talked about this before, chat. Where in Dead Space 4, it's kind of like, I was very inspired by Battlestar Galactica, where humanity had to evacuate Earth, and Isaac was picked up by Ellie and all those people, and now they have like this giant human flotilla. They go around the galaxy trying to just stay away from the Brethren Moons and Necromorph infections and shit. And you play as the offspring. You play I'm either daughter or son of Ellie, and you have to protect the fleet because there's a Necromorph infection that happens. It comes aboard, and you have to go to all these different spaceships to clear it out and continue the story and learn about it. So it's like, maybe I'd say like, hey, it takes place 18 years in the future. Ellie was pregnant with Isaac's child, and they're like, she's trying to find her family. Like, that big crux of the game is you're trying to find your parents, Isaac and Ellie. And she's like 17 or 18 years old or something. You know, I think that's what I would do. You know, I think that would be awesome. But I don't know if they'll do that. But the original ending of Dead Space 3 is just like, okay, is that really it? That's it? And so I was very frustrated by that. Really disliked that. I would say Until Dawn because we won't know how they handled the Wendigo. I didn't mind. That was more of like a choose your own adventure thing. That was fine. But I get you. Either Fallen Order or Mass Effect 3. Well, yeah, I mean, Fallen Order just kind of ends. It's like, because they're setting up a sequel. Thankfully, no, that game is getting a sequel, but like Dead Space, I think probably not. Like, I tried to pick games which I know, well, with the exception of one. The games I'm like, I don't know if we're ever going to get an ending. Definitely not to Enslaved, sadly. Dead Space, maybe. We'll see a continuation of the series in some form someday. I think that would be a great premise. Bring in that Battlestar Galactica thing. Human flotilla fleet just going around trying to survive. Isaac and Ellie kind of like the leaders, and they raise their son and or daughter in this environment, and she's very competent. I think that'd be cool. Very to Earth War, Aliens, Dark Horse Company. Oh, is that what it is? Cool. I'm all for that. I think they should do that. I would love that. That's what I want. I don't know, I think that just need to be interesting. And we get back to the horror. It's like, hey, it's in these really close quarter spaceships, and there's something scary around the bend. Yeah, that's what I want. So I think that'd be great. And the other one's Mass Effect, which you just brought up, RD, Mass Effect 3. You know, we know that we're getting a sequel to Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect, whatever it's going to be called, 4. It looks like they're continuing. Maybe. They might be continuing Shepard's story. We know that Liara is in the game. Looks like it's taking place immediately after the events of 3, so maybe they'll end it on a better note, or they'll continue the journey with Shepard and co. and company and crew and squad mates. I'm hoping for that. I want that. But yeah, Mass Effect 3's ending left me wanting, no doubt about it. They tried to, you know, Band-Aid it. I like the Senate cut. They gave more little context. The Citadel DLC to me is the end of the franchise. They actually gave me some closure of those squad mates, those characters that I came to love in that series. But yeah, I mean, it still wasn't what a lot of people wanted. It wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more. I needed more closure. So I'm hoping with this new game that at least with Mass Effect, there's a big possibility they're going to give people a better sense of closure, at least continue that journey on in some fashion. So there is that. Half-Life, oh my God, yes. Great one, Luke. I'm surprised I forgot. You know what? I just forgot. I put it on my mind because I forgot about it. I love Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, great games, you know. But you're right. Valve should have ended that. They should have gave that. I mean, maybe we'll get it. I think what will happen is Half-Life Alyx would be such a huge success for them. They're going to do a Half-Life 3, but it'll be in their VR headset up. That's what it'll be. Great one, Luke the Boss. Love that. What we got here? Halo Infinite, Halo. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that series can only go on for so long. The Master Chief Saga, but we'll find out. Yeah, it'd be nice if they have that in ending. Sound Hill. See that? Sound Hill's always been kind of like an anthology series. You play as different characters, but I get it. Yeah, I mean that just kind of. I don't even know what to think of it. It just kind of exists. It's just like I don't know. Who even knows? But I agree with you. I would like a proper conclusion to that series would be good. That shit going, but I think it'll, you know, I mean, I would say, but it's going to continue on, but we haven't gotten a Silent Hill game in years. Silent Hill should be one of those franchises like Resident Evil that keeps going. There's new generations, new characters, all that. At least that's how I feel. Bioshock Infinite. I would agree with you, Dead Going. The original Bioshock Infinite ending, I was like, all right, I didn't really care for, but I like the DLC ending, like that Barrel at Sea, how it brings in all of the past games and wraps them up. It's like, oh shit, everything's connected now. I agree with you. I have a lot of issues with Bioshock Infinite, especially when it comes to the story. Like there's a point like, okay, this doesn't make any fucking sense anymore. So I agree with you. The original Bioshock Infinite ending, totally agree. But the DLC ending, Barrel at Sea, I was like, I like that. That was good. It's sad. It's a very sad ending, but it connects everything, which I dug that. Breath of the Wild's ending, yeah, it's just kind of, I wish Breath of the Wild like had a stronger narrative, because it feels like you could do this. You could make Link an interesting character and Zelda an interesting character, and you have voice acting in the game. It's just like, I have a lot of issues with modern day Zelda. They could do so much more with it, and there's like this world you can really add a lot of depth to it, but Nintendo just feels so unwilling to do that, and I wish they would do that more. Yeah, the story in Breath of the Wild was not great, but it had the potential for being great. Konami should just sell off their game. They should sell the licenses to all these other companies. Agreed. Ooh, I would recommend playing the DLC. I felt like it was a good wrap up. It's a sad one. I'll tell you right. Just brace yourself. It's like, oh shit, well, it's kind of rough, but everything. It's like, oh, you see how everything connects now. Like everything's connected. I was like, oh wow, yeah, that was pretty cool to. I played that on stream. It was cool to discover along the way. I was like, oh shit. Don't like the Kingdom Hearts 3 ending. I've only played a little bit of the game. Yeah, well, it kind of like hints that they're going to continue the series on again, right? I imagine. Give Link the voice like the A's cartoon. Say, excuse me, but well, not like that. I don't want that Link voice. I want a good voice actor, or at least have the voice to have good dialogue to say. That's just me. But yeah, Chad, those are my top 3 for me. Enslaved. I was like, left me wanting. It was a great game. I mean, it ends. I'll say Enslaved at least ends where it's like, okay, shit, what's going to happen now? I mean, you have this issue, and you can say, like, well, they did this, they did that, but it's like, clearly they were setting up a sequel. Dead Space, obviously, really didn't like that ending. Hopefully we'll see a continuation of that, maybe. Enslaved won't happen. Dead Space might happen. Mass Effect looks like that is going to happen, so, like, okay, I can at least be looking forward to that. The other two, not so much. We'll see. But good questions, Vandy, good questions. Yeah, like them. Fear games? I haven't played all the Fear games. Fear should have a game that brings a great conclusion. Yeah, but they had Fear 3 come out, like, that was, 360 Xbox? Or excuse me, 360 PS3. Looks like that series has been put to bed. I'll play those on stream someday, though. Left 4 Dead. They do have a slight narrative in Left 4 Dead games of Bill. Madness game, basically kill everyone at the end. Oh, yeah, not sure if another one will ever happen. Yeah, it looks like it won't. Yeah, the Mad Max game kind of just ends. It's just like, all right, he got his car back, and that's pretty much it, which I guess is every Mad Max movie, though, to be fair. But yeah, it looks like they're not going to do another one. It's too bad. I did like it. I had some issues with it, but I did like that game a lot. I enjoyed it. But now, Chad, we can move on. Thank you, Vanny, for all those excellent questions. Really liked answering them. But we can move on to Austin's question. Austin, thank you so much for being a subscriber on the Patreon, good sir. Hope you enjoyed the content. This is Austin's first question, chat. Question 1. Now that Power Rangers has crossovers with Street Fighter, which I recently did on my Patreon chat, there's this cool little short film which brought back some original Power Rangers actors from like Jason David Frank, be Tommy Oliver and stuff. And because I guess it was promoting the Power Rangers fighting game, like I forget what it's called, but it's like Legends of the Grid or something. But they had like this crossover event with Capcom characters like Ryu and Chun-Li and things. It was pretty fun. But he's asking, what video game franchise do they cross over with next? Or I misread this question. I'm sorry, I totally misread this question. I thought, what video game franchise do you want to do crossovers with? So, but what, the Power Rangers crossover with? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I misread your question. That's on me. But I did have some examples. You let me know, Chad, what you think of anything. But for some franchise crossovers, I think it'll be really fun to see. I think it'll be kind of cool, chat, because at this point, it's like, hey, why not? Uncharted Tomb Raider. So there's a moment in Uncharted 4, and I'm like, okay, are they going to actually fucking do this? Where in Uncharted 4, chat, where you play a young Nathan Drake, there's a segment of the game where you go to this old woman's house, and you're exploring it, and she was like an archaeologist, and she was an adventurer too, and all that. And at one point, I'm like, you don't know what her name is, like, or whoever this is, and she's this old woman, and she's talking to you and your brother and everything, and events happen and she dies. And I'm like, is this is this Laura Croft? Like at this, I'm like, because she's British and everything, I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna actually do a fucking crossover here? I was like, they didn't. But I mean, it would make sense. I mean, they're adventurers. You know, they're taking fucking artifacts, stealing them practically. You know, dealing with mystical stuff, dealing with terrorists and other, competitors and things. I mean, it would the franchise would make sense. They borrow from each other. Chat. Uncharted would not exist without Tomb Raider, and modern day Tomb Raider would not exist without Uncharted. So those are the two franchises I could definitely see working out, Chat, for me. Another one, Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. Since Sony's not doing anything with Jak and Daxter nowadays, why not just make them, characters in Ratchet and Clank, either as NPCs or people you can also play as in in those games? They complement each other. Naughty Dog's not doing anything with Jak and Daxter, not going to do anything with Jak and Daxter anytime soon. So give that to Insomniac. Have those characters interact. You play as either or, you mix and match. Have that. Do a Ratchet and Clank / Jak and Daxter crossover. Or they're introducing different dimensions. I would not be shocked, Chat. I would not be shocked. Because it's called, what's the new game called? Not Jak and Daxter, excuse me. Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Between Worlds, or whatever it's called. And that one of those rifts they open up, it's Jak and Daxter. They walk out at the end. Would not be surprised if they pull something like that. That'd be fun. And another one, Chad, this is a weird one, but it'll be cool. It's more of a gameplay thing. I think there should be a crossover between BioShock and Sid Meier's Civilization, or like SimCity or something like that, where you literally try to create your fucked up dystopian, or, your attempt at a utopia, whether it be under the sea or in the clouds or what have you, and you can choose your character. You can choose like your world leader, like Andrew Ryan, or what was it, Zachary Comstock, Chad, like all these characters, and try to have your utopia exist. You got to compete against the other ones. That would be really, really fun. Those are the ones, Chad. Uncharted, Tomb Raider, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and BioShock mixed with Sid Meier's Civilization or SimCity. I think that'd be neat. But to answer your question, Osnick, when it comes to Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat would be the obvious one. I think some people have already mentioned that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat, well, definitely that. Kellogg versus Capcom's New Age of Breakfast. Imagine an image from TV Tropes website. The Pure Welfare and College for Months. That's amazing. I love that. Event Horizon Zero Dawn. That would be great. That would make a really great game. Dealing with the devil. Aloy has to fight the devil. Number 6 in the main character from Just Cause. I can see that. BioShock and Control. That combo could work. Or adding Alan Wake and Quantum Break to this. Oh, yeah. Go bonkers. Add BioShock. Yeah, why not? That'd be neat. Wouldn't mind that. I would like if Halo 3 met Zelda. Yes. Zelda and everything. Resident Evil and Mario Kart. You can see this nemesis in the cart. Stars. That'd be great. I wouldn't mind that at all. Zelda and Yakuza. Mass Effect Dead Space. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind if the next threat in the galaxy is like, because we dealt with like a mechanical race, like a super advanced AI. Go the opposite way. Now deal with a virus. Deal with fucking weird, gross, abomination thing zombies. I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be really cool. Kirby and Silent Hill. So now you guys being goofy. F-Zero and Fast and Furious do a car. I wouldn't mind that. They practically are doing that now. It looks like in the new movie. That is cool. That is very, very cool. Danny, Chris, Chad, enjoy your night. My eyelids are winning right. No problem, Danny. Thank you for stopping by the support. Really do appreciate it. Sleep well. Sleep well. These are fun recommendations. I think the Mass Effect, like a Dead Space, or at least the threat in a new Mass Effect game, is something very different from the Reapers. I really like that idea. Really, really like that idea. Nice. Very nice. Kirby and Silent Hill. But I guess for Power Rangers, it really would be crossovers for a lot of fighting games. It's Super Smash Bros. In Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, obviously. I think that would work. Halo meets Mass Effect. Oh, now you're thinking. There was actually a first-person Mass Effect game in development. It's going to take place during the first Contact War. There's actually gameplay footage that exists of it. You can find it online. Never went forward, though. Donkey Kong meets Far Cry. That'd be great. He's an actual guerrilla fighter. Get it? Because he's a gorilla. Last of Us and Luigi's Mansion. You could dub aliens and predators and everything. You really could. They've done it before. Fucking Archie and goddamn Batman and Superman. They do that old Terminator. Boo. No, it was funny. No. But no, good choices, Chad. Very good choices. And this is Austin's second question. What are some of my favorite musicals? See, again, I want to play some of the music here, chat, but I definitely won't play the music for these because I'd be a little concerned. But I've actually had the privilege, chat, of actually seeing some live musicals like on the stage, like in New York on Broadway, which has been amazing. I saw Phantom of the Opera, chat. You know, that was great. My musical, what's how it goes? My angel of the night. I forgot how it goes, chat. But Phantom of the Opera is great. Les Miserables, chat. Les Miserables, beautiful on the stage. Didn't care for the movie. Really didn't. Some of those actors cannot fucking sing, such as Russell Crowe. And so he fucked up that song. But the stage performances of Phantom and Les Miserables, great. In terms of films, chat. Oh, and Hamilton. See, I didn't see Hamilton live, but I saw on Disney Plus. Hamilton's great. Love Hamilton. Oh, I got chat. Oh, you got me. You got me doing it. Actually, I'll do it in a second. In terms of film musicals, really love Sweeney, live action film musicals. Tim Burton, one of the last few Tim Burton movies I actually really liked. I was like, this is a great movie. Sweeney Todd, with Johnny Depp and Alan Rickman and all those other actors. Timothy Spalding, I forget his name, but Sacha Baron Cohen. But no, Tim Burton's Sweeney Todd, I really, really liked. That one was a fun one. And also all the Disney Renaissance era movies. A lot of Disney animated films are musicals. Those are wonderful movies. And just great music. You know, Chad. Be prepared and poor unfortunate souls. I love those. Chat, listen, I can't play them, but I can fucking sing them. Here, I can sing some songs. I'll do some Hamilton right here for you, chat. Hamilton, King George. I'll do that. No, I'm going to do it. I can sing, chat. King George lyrics. They say you'll be back. All right, chat. Here we go. I'll sing some of that King George song. Here we go. Excuse me. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da, da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet, submissive subject, my loyal, royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had, 'cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody da 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 da. You'll be back. Nailed it. Nailed it, Chad. Cries and happens. You better not mention the DK rap. Oh, it's happening. DK rap. Donkey Kong. Bars. Chris, I know this is backtracking. And I'll walk away for a bit. Speaking of crosswords, did you ever play the Predator or Ghost Recon? I did not. I never played the Ghost Recon game. That was that time when I'm just like, for a lot of Ubisoft games, I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. I heard about it, and I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool, and they had, like, Sam Fisher also coming for another event. That was, like, brought in Michael Ironside to voice Sam Fisher for that. I like that idea of those events where it's bringing a new franchise. I think that's cool. And was that a time thing? That wasn't bad if you were trying to make your audience either love forever or die if you ever die. Oh, I did okay. I thought I did okay. Jody K. Jody Couch was, I did well. I think I did a good job. Oh. Oh. I think I did all right. I think it was fun. I mean, I'm not the actual actor, the singer, but I think I did it, and then, did a half decent job. Bravo claps. Nice Jack Black voice. Thank you. I think. Oh my Lord. Well, chat. I'll give another song for free. How about that? One of my favorite, probably my favorite villain song in all of Disney animated films. Chat, grew up on this. Chris Jodikai. Yup, sounds right. That sounds right to me. Oh my Lord. Let me go ahead and do this, chat. Excuse me. You know who it is, chat. You know who I gotta sing, chat. Scar, my favorite lion, chat, from The Lion King. I never thought hyenas essential, the crude and unspeakably plain, but maybe they've a glimmer of potential if allied to my vision and brain. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside, but as thick as you are. Pay attention! My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions. The lights are not on upstairs, but we're talking kings and secessions. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I'm given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. We'll be prepared for what? For the death of the king. Why is he sick? No, fool, we're gonna kill him. And Simba too. Great idea. Who needs a king? No king, no king. La 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 la. Idiots! There will be a king. Hey, but you said I will be king. Stick with me, and you'll never go hungry again. Yeah, all right. Long live the king. Long live the king. Long live the king. It's great that we'll soon be connected with a king who'll be all-time adored. Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties on board. The future's littered with prizes, and though I may be the main addressee, the point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me. So prepare for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply while I'll be king, undisputed, respected, saluted, and shown for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared. Nailed it. I think I've heard enough music for tonight. No! Woo, there you go, chat. I did a good job. I nailed it. No, this is worse than the version of 2019. No! Oh, no. I did it. Well, you guys are mean. Oh, it didn't end up working out so well for Mr. Scar. It did not. He did not. He died. He got eaten by hyenas. Oh, perfect. Already appreciates. At least someone appreciates me, chat. I'll give that a high matinee. I'll allow it. I'll give that. You have the pipes for the judge, Frollo? No. Hellfire. No. That one's good. Under my skin. I got poor unfortunate souls. Too bad. We'll see. All that. I'll score that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Woo, but those are my answers. Those are my answers. When it comes to the stage musicals, Les Mis, Phantom. Films, Sweeney Todd, I thought was great. And also all the Disney animated films in the 90s. Love those. So many great music. So wonderful music, chat. So good. Everything. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, well, how's it go? Tale as old as time. All that shit. No, thank you, my Marvel buff nerd appreciates me. Jason's terrible. Oh no. I give him a little bathtub. I'll respect that. Mulan. Oh, I'll make a man out of you. Yeah, there's some great ones, chat. Hercules is great. Yeah. Oh, Hero to Zero. All that shit. So good. But thank you, Osnick, for those fantastic questions. Really liked them. And now, chat, we got some questions from, I'm Xavier. I'm Xavier. Thank you for being a subscriber on my Patreon. Do appreciate you, good sir. Cheers and salute to you. Aladdin, a whole new world. Oh, that's always great. Love Aladdin. Never had a friend like me. Also good. But this is M. Xavier's first question. Jazz hands. Is there a beloved video game franchise you just couldn't connect with no matter how hard you tried? Sonic. I don't mean to go with that one first, but Sonic. I've played a number of the 2D games and the 3D games, some of them off stream, some of them on stream. I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the love for the gameplay style. It moves too fast, and I can't follow it. And it's hard. It's so hard, and I can't do it. And I was like, yep. No, it's never been for me. I mean, I played a number of the games, but that's a big one for me. Sonic is up there, chat. Now, I also have some games Dynasty Warriors, another one I'm like, yeah, I just don't get this. I've played some of them. I've tried them. I was like, yep, I don't like that gameplay. I don't like that. They never look good. Dynasty Warriors never looks good. I think the gameplay is kind of trash. I know it's all about like fighting these huge swaths of enemies and everything, and getting as many as you can, getting that counter up. But I'm just never like the worlds, the open areas to them. They're so fucking bland to me. Like any like Dynasty Warriors-esque, I'm like, yeah, I just don't fucking get this. I'm like, yep, don't like this at all. Never liked it. Most sports titles, EA sports games, 2K sports games, all those. I don't like sports in general. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to play these. These aren't really interesting to me. Unless it's like a riff on sports games, like, like Mario Kart, like racing, like those are fun. Or even something recently, like Knockout City of Dodgeball, I thought was really, really cool. I really like that. But, they're over the top and they're weird, and I think that's what makes them appealing. And so sports games is like, okay, this is fucking basketball. This is fucking hockey. This is baseball. I was like, or Madden. I'm like, yeah, no thank you. What about how it's the same thing. I just don't like that. I don't like that gameplay structure of those Dynasty Warriors-esque games. Give me anything. You could put my favorite franchise of all time. You could put a Mass Effect skin on. I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to play that. It's just not my thing. Not good, yeah. And this one, I used to like it. Like, I talked about Assassin's Creed. I really like the Ezio trilogy. I like Black Flag. But, man, that's a franchise that I've just soured on completely. It's like, yeah, I'm just not into it anymore. I tried with Valhalla, tried to get back into it. I was like, nope. It's that Ubisoft thing where they just feels like we're going to fill this with as much crap as possible in terms of these inconsequential little quests that mean nothing. It's just bloat. And you just feel fatigued. I decided to just feel fatigued playing it. I was like, I'm just not fun. It's not fun anymore. I just don't like it anymore. I know a lot of people love those games, and they love those iterations on Assassin's Creed, especially everything from Origins to Odyssey to Valhalla, but it's just a lot of busy work, and I'm just done with that. I'd rather have 30 robust side quests that tell me a story and really get into these characters than 200 quests where I'm just fucking finding some goddamn floating page somewhere. It's like, I'm done with that shit. I don't want it anymore. I'm totally done. Kristen saying the NASCAR's in there. Well, Mario Kart I think is better than NASCAR because it's interesting. You can fucking use turtle shells and all these maps are different. Like going a goddamn circle in NASCAR, it's boring. But like there are types of sports games that I think are like a spit on the sports subgenre that I like. But it has to be weird and stands out. Like Mario Kart, like Knockout City recently. I think that's fun. After AC, I'm done with AC games going for. I'm just not a fan. I said Black Flag is great. Like I will play the Ezio trilogy on stream. I will play Black Flag on stream someday because I actually really like those games. I like all 4 of those games. Probably won't play one because I just did not. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's fine. It's okay. I never feel the need. I don't feel the need to play that for you guys. I can go in that Ezio trilogy. We can get all that stuff good. And I hate 3. I cannot play 3. So we'll go in the Black Flags. Black Flag was just fun. Black Flag felt like to me like they didn't want to make an Assassin's Creed game until like the very end, which I thought was very funny. So Mario Golf, like I'm so excited. I will definitely play Mario Golf on stream. I cannot wait for that. It looks so good. Crash Team Racing, another great kart racer. Love Crash Team Racing. I gotta play that on the stream. So many things, chat. So many things. But what about the rest of you guys? What you guys have been saying? Mario Tennis is great. Yeah, I like the Mario sports games. Those are fun because they're like a spin on. They make it over exaggerated. I think that's what works for them. I love playing with friends, but I never finish a story or even grind on them. Oh, Monster Hunter. Yeah, I'm gonna check out one of the Monster Hunter games. I'm obligated to play one of them. Chris Herman not like his. It's ironic since I dress up as him. Borderlands for you, Thunderly. I can see that. I can see that. I could be burned down now on those games. You can see Chris in pain. Yes, you can see me in pain playing those games. Shit, it's true. Chocolate Man for me, it's Fallout. I get bored easily. Tried everyone. Fair enough. No, I mean I get it. I get it. There's a lot of just traveling in those games, and it can be overwhelming too, and that can be intimidating and also boring at the same time. I get that. RE4 for you, Thunderly. Tiberius Monk, I prefer the 2D Zelda games to the 3D ones. Versus, I'm right there with you, Tiberius Monk, actually. I prefer the 2D ones as well. Yeah. Yeah. E.T.? Sure. Although you would not be in the minority for disliking that. You would be in the majority. Yeah, Thunderly says Borderlands, Sonic games are hit or miss, but Sonic Adventure 2 is solid. You have to play Assassin's Creed Origins. I just have no interest in that. I'll say this. I'm interested in it. I like the setting. I think HE Gyms is so cool for a game setting. I just know it's going to be like Valhalla, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to play that game and do all these side missions, which mean nothing, and all this busy work. I just want to skip it. And they force you to do those side missions because you got to upgrade yourself, get more powerful. And I'm like, I just don't want to do that. But I love the setting for Origins. HE Gyms is a really cool setting. I just don't want to play it. Really don't. Gotta sleep now, but look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you, Glee. Thank you so much. I understand. I know it's getting late for a lot of people. It's 1:30. I'll be wrapping up this very soon. So we got one more question. So no Resident Evil Village tonight, sadly, because I'm going to spend all this time talking to you guys. It's been amazing. Thank you for all the amazing support. I'll come back and finish Resident Evil Village on Monday, and then we'll start Mass Effect 2 probably on Tuesday. That's what we'll do then. Gotta finish it up, chat. And now, my friends, Red Dead Redemption 2 had great. No, Red Dead Redemption 2 had some great side missions. Same with Red Dead Redemption 1. I'll even say GTA 5 did. There were these fun little stories. Like, I like those kind of missions again, not these collectible. I hate collectible missions. Like, God, it's nothing. You know, I want, Mass Effect 2, I think, has some of the best side missions in video games ever, like the loyalty missions. They knew how to do side missions in that game because they were not only were they're fun, but they were consequential to the main story, which I thought was amazing. I love the loyalty. That's how you do side missions, side quests in a game. You can skip those if you want. You don't have to play them, but you should. They're important because they're consequential, and I love that about that. BioWare knew how to make side quests for that game. And these other side missions, too. And I had my companion characters interact with me and other people, and the relationships, like, became stronger, or they were ruined. Like, there were so many different options for those. And I love that about that game so much. They know how to do that. I wish more RPGs did that. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, those are mine, chat. I would say Sonic, Assassin's Creed, Dynasty Warriors, and most sports titles. You guys came up with some good suggestions as well. This is the second question from Xavier. Greg Miller of Kind of Funny. Great guy, by the way, chat. I've met him multiple times, twice. And very, very kind. Very kind person, chat. Recently mentioned that he's having a baby. He also talked about how he never thought he would want to become a father. Is there anything you do currently that you never thought you'd be doing right now? Yeah, streaming for a living. I mean, you think, like, I'm going to actively try to do this, but I'm like, it's never going to take off. You have doubts, Chad. You have doubts. But I was dedicated to it the whole time. Like, I'm going to make this work one way or another because I want to do this for a living. I'm going to make sure I'm offering all sorts of different types of content for people, whether it be movie reviews, whether it be tune reviews, whether it be gameplay, watch parties, anything. I mean, even something new someday. Who knows? But I wanted to make this a part of my life and have it be my income source. The thing that I wake up in the morning, I can't wait to do. Like, that, to me, it is a privilege. And I'm so glad that I'm achieving this right now. I'm continuing to work on this and make it even better for you guys. No, streaming for a living is huge. Outside of that, someday I would, it's crazy. It's crazy. I will play Breath of the Wild on someday on stream. Yes, I will do that. But it's crazy to me to think about it now because I'm not ready to have, I need a significant other. But yeah, I want marriage. I want to meet someone to fall in love with them and marriage, of course, and have children. Like, these are things I also have, own my own home. These are things I want to have. Like, those are objectives in life right now I want to do. I want to get to a certain place in my life where I feel like I can do that comfortably and I wouldn't be risking things and I wouldn't be endangering other things that I'm doing. So, yeah, these, of course, are things that I want to do. But the number one was streaming for a living. That was one thing I wanted to accomplish. I want to be able to do. And I'm achieving that right now. I'm not married. I'm single. I'm single as the day is long. Yep. I got no one, not dating anyone, at least right now. Maybe I'll let you guys know in the future. But no. But yeah, that's objective someday, is to meet someone, fall in love, get married, have children. I want to be a father. I think that'd be cool. I'm married to you right now. You Chad are my Sigma. You're my wife. You're my wife, Chad. Yeah, but yeah, no, streaming for a living was something I never thought I would be able to do for a living. At least I have doubts. Usually it's never gonna take off, whatever, etc. But now that it's happening, Chad, I'm doing this. I'm doing stuff double toast. I'm doing the Patreons. Like, hey, things are coming together. Things are coming together. Coalescing, chat, which I love. Yeah. I have 67 people. I even had more people earlier. I was up to like 90 plus. It was they hitting 100. So it's been going really well. It's been working out, chat. She asked with Mistress Chair. I can't help that. I mean, can you seen this chair, chat? Woo! She's hot. And here it is. This is a question that was asked. I think Sip and Play asked this earlier. It's kind of related to this. As a self-taught web developer, I always hear that it's important to network in order to make connections and get that first opportunity. Problem is that I'm not good at it. Are there any tips you could offer when it comes to networking? Well, I want to know what you say you're not good at. Like, what are you not good at it? Because the one thing, if you want to network, you got to engage. You actually have to engage with the people that you want help from. Or be a part of a community that you know that can help your own community grow. I mean, you have to participate in these things. You got to come out of your shell. Like when you're streaming, you can't be shy. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like you got it. You have to talk to people. You have to answer their questions. You have to have a rapport with them. You have to engage with them. You have to make them a part of the content itself. And that is how, at least for the Twitch stream, that's how you create a community. That's how you create a rapport. And so one thing is, I'll tell you right now, you might be shy. But you can't be shy anymore. You got to just go right in there, engage with these people. It's very important to do so, and you got to contact them. I mean, you have to participate in things, even if you might, even it's like, oh, well, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that, but you got to. And you might find out you actually really like it. I had the benefit of thankfully being involved with people who already had a presence online, such as Double Toasted. You know, there's no doubt that was a big boon. A lot of you guys are toasties, and that has been incredible, coming over here and to watch my content, participate, and engage with me. It's been a wonderful experience. But that's what you got to do. You have to network. You have to engage with other streamers. You know, I've been able to meet some wonderful people. Kilbish, been able to Not Your Parents, Latina Otaku, like you have all these great people. Joe Halcyon, you create this little community and you support each other and you rate each other, and your community becomes their community. Their community becomes your community. It's like it's back and forth. I'm a brownie. You are a brownie now. But yeah, I mean, you got to, Tiger's Monkey, you got to put yourself out there. Put it simply, you have to engage with other people in order to, because if you don't, then it's not going to work. So that is very important. You got to come out of your shell. Now, Sip and Play also asked, I'll add this onto it. If you're engaging in streaming, couple things you need to know first. You know, get all this ready beforehand. Just don't start doing it. Like, get prep. There's prep time to this, and you're going to spend money. That's the other thing. So know that. You're going to spend money before you start making money in this thing. A lot of money, probably. You need a streaming setup. You need a gaming PC, or you need a PC of some kind. I have one. I bought it, $1,100. That's what I paid. You're going to need probably a multi-screen setup. One for at least two. One for gameplay and one for the engagement with your chat and your OBS and all that stuff. You're gonna need lighting. You're gonna need a background. Either you can have a green screen or something that looks good where you can, at least you can make it look nice behind you. You need that. You need your stream needs to have a sense of personality. You need emotes. You need alerts. You need to have a hype song. You need all these different things. And you always need to talk. You always need to be engaged. You can't just be mute. There's so many streamers out there who've streamed for years and like, I don't know why no one watches me. Because you don't fucking talk to anybody. You don't talk to people. Like, that is very important to do. You know? And when you first start out, there's going to be no one watching you. That's the same with me. Look at my original streams. They're up there on my YouTube channel. No one was there. The thing was, I kept talking. I created my own narrative playing the game. I sound like a fucking crazy person, but that's what you have to do. And you engage and you build, and eventually you get people in here, and you raid, and you participate in other people's communities, and that's how this works. Then it moves. Then you hit affiliate. Then you work towards partner. Then it takes a long time. It takes years. I know, but then you're earning money, and you can put it back in the stream. You can be able to use it for other things, and that's what I've done, and it's worked out. But it definitely takes time. Twitch streaming school. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I got to put like a guide. Like, this is what you need to do. Have a good mic. Have a good audio setup. That's very important. I have a mixer. I have a Sennheiser microphone. You don't hear any background noise. I should have done this earlier. I used to have a Blue Yeti. I was like, I should not have had Blue Yeti. Like, that's very important. You know, you can do what you want. Like, play a variety of games. Maybe do review or whatever. Art. But always stay engaged with people. That's what's so important. Yeah. Herman took them 20 years to get to the major players and stream. Yeah, I mean, it does. It takes time. It's like it's not fast. It's not fast. And it took even longer. And they were on Access Television before anyone was really even on the internet, doing things, making a profit, being entertainers online. They started on television, on cable access before they eventually moved over with Spill and things, or the Real Deal, and then with Spill. It takes time. Actually, when I got set up, you were talking about the mic and the mixer, Amazon, that coming good, so good looking. That's good. No, that's what you need. Don't prepare this all ahead of time. Get your stuff ready, and then launch, and then get a schedule. Another thing to point in chat is get a schedule. And you're not always going to be able to hear the schedule. Believe me, I know. But you're going to have such a schedule. Stream on these days. Stream consistently. And don't just like take a long break. You got to stream consistently. You got to do it for a long time, many hours. You know, I mean, right? This one's about 3.5 hours tonight. It might even end up being 4. And I usually stream between 6 to 7. Maybe even 8 sometimes. I'll have to stream, especially around 8 hours starting on Monday, since I've lost some time this week with things I've been dealt with. I mean, real life comes into that too. You got to deal with real life things. There's no doubt about that. But got to have that consistency. You got to stay engaged. You're going to spend money to make money. You're going to have to get the proper equipment to do that. Like, that's important. And don't be intimidated. Don't feel bad when there's no one watching you, because I went through that too. That's what's going to happen. That's inevitable. But if you keep doing it, if you stay engaged, if you interact with other people's communities, they'll come over to you. They'll want to talk with you too. That's how it does. Can I borrow your bathtub for my birthday stream? Yes. This last year around this time, your average is like 29. Exactly. Now it's 66. You've grown. You deserve it. Love all you guys, and I always have an amazing time. Thank you. Yeah, it's true. I mean, my viewership has increased so dramatically, chat, within this year. Within 2020, within 2020, and now into 2021. So now I'm on the cusp of hitting partner, chat. I'll see my average rate, but it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be instant. A lot of people want instant gratification, and it's not gonna be it. I'm not saying this to you directly, MZaver. I'm not saying this to you, Sip and Play. I'm just saying this overall. It's just something that this is just general knowledge that should be known and spread for a variety of streamers or other people you engage with, either online. Also, post your content on multiple platforms, whether it be YouTube. Like YouTube is, hey, that's for the sake of posterity. People can find that there. So have a YouTube, have an Instagram, have a Facebook, have a Twitter, Discord. I got to be more engaged in my Discord. I've kind of fallen off of that this week because everything I've been dealing with. But these are platforms which you can engage and grow your audience. Remember Diego? Hey, Chris, I finally have a queen. You have a queen. What? Congratulations. Or to let your personal friends in on your stream. Yes, you'll have more people that'll sign up for a Twitch account to see your. Yes. That's a good point. Josh is crying somewhere in Romano. Artie, good to see you, Chris. Hot tub stream when? I might have to do one. We'll see. I might, in order to hit partner, that might have to be the thing I'll do, chat. Yeah. Out for the evening. Got to bend it like yoga tomorrow. Have a great night, Reverend Knights. Mucho gracias, Herman, and everyone. Remember, for the Reverend Knights, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Tiberius Monk. But yeah, that is that. Let me actually see my average. But that's kind of the last question. I believe that's the last question from Xavier. Let me see. Let me make sure. It's a good one to end on, Chad. It's a very important question to end on. Yes, it is. So hopefully that helped you, Xavier, and also Sip and Play and anyone else. But you gotta, those are the things that you need to do. And ingratiate yourself to people, ingratiate yourself to other people. And I mean, if you're doing stuff for school, then internships. If you want to get jobs and things, like already have like a plan before you graduate. That's another thing too. I don't know if that's your case, but I'm just saying in general. Let me go ahead and see what my average is, chat. Right now, still at 66. We're still, hold on, let me check. Yep, still at 66, chat. That's where we're sitting at the moment. Overall, but hey, it's growing. It's getting better. Let's see what the average for the month was. The month of May. Let's see what we got here, chat. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Average pretty good. So the average of the month of May was 75, which is nice, which is very, very nice, chat. But overall average, it was still 66. Fair enough. Well, that shit, that brings an end to the Patreon question. I'm sorry we didn't get to any Resident Evil tonight, because it'll be very late if I do start playing it. But what I will do some Swans. Also accumulate letters of recommendation and reference every. Oh yes, that's a big thing. Definitely do that, and use your skills in real life. Just don't rely on your degree. There's rare. I mean, you have the degree, but that's like, okay, what have you done with it? School is kind of like, can be a little bit of a scam, like the college stuff. Like, use college to get into places like before you graduate, and apply that work. That's your good thing for the 5 minutes. Great shit tonight. Good to have a glass. Have a glass of some of this Finalagan in your honor tonight. Thank you. Detriment Isaac, thanks so much for the support. Thank you for the 500 donation. Cheers and salute to you. Appreciate that. Thank you for another drink before I head to bed tonight. Kind of cool off. Got to cool off now. Vanny, I'm not singing to people. I am gonna sing. I'm gonna serenade people. I read your question. Good questions, Vanny. Your questions were the biggest chunk of the stream, no doubt about it. At least 90 minutes. Also took some time to talk about Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, and all that stuff. Yeah. Out am I? All that good stuff. No more songs, please. You need your rest. The Quiet Place Due to I insist. Well, fine. I'll do one. How about I do one more song? Naya, give me a song, Naya. I owe people song. Godspeed, Spider-Man. Oh. Peter, don't tell Harry. Why do you have him naked? I was like, I get you take the goblin costume off. I'm on you. Why do you have to be naked? What would you do to my dad, Spider-Man? All sorts of things, Harry. What did you do? I didn't do nothing. I was sitting. Firewolf, thank you so much. We're going to do one more song before I leave, though, chat. I got to serenade. You should try Age Calamity. It was way different than the Warriors series. Oh, that's the Zelda. That's the Zelda. No, I played that. I played that at Friends. I wasn't a fan. It's just not, I just don't like that gameplay style. It's not my thing. I shall sing to you. I shall sing to the little children. Indeed. Should be a good time. Oh, I can't wait. Yay. It'll be so good. So good, chat. Be wonderful. Wonderful. Episode was after she was in the movie, and she said, I don't think I'm allowed to say, but no. Why wouldn't you be allowed to say anything if you weren't in it? Aha! Nelly Hot in Here lyrics by Nelly. I don't know. Is this Jodakai? Is this Jodakai? Another Jodakai song, chat? I assume it is. I'm going to listen to a little bit of this, get an understanding of it, chat. So I'm going to mute the stream so I know exactly what I'm singing. So please stick around. I got this, chat. I got this. This is, it's Hot in Here by Nelly. It's hot and so hot in here, so hot and oh, want a little bit of and a little bit of It's a little bit of just a little bit of just a little bit of just a little bit of. I was like, good gracious, ass is bodacious, flirtatious, trying to stop patience, I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steez, you know, waiting for the right time to flash them keys, and I'm leaving, please believe in, oh, and me and the rest of the heathens. Check it, got locked at the top of the 4 seasons, penthouse rooftop birds I'm feeding, no deceiving, nothing on my sleeve, and no teasing. I need you to get up on the dance floor, give that man what he's asking for. Oh, cause I feel like busting loose, and I feel like touching you, and I can't stop the juice. So baby, tell me what's the use? I said, it's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. Hey, I'm getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. Ooh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Hey, I'm getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off, let it hang all out. While you at the bar, you ain't popping the bottles. Come on, what good is all the fame if you ain't fucking the models? I see you driving sports cars, ain't hitting the throttle, and I'll be down to do 100 top down and goggles. Got off the freeway, exit 106 and parked it. Ashtray, flip gate, time to spark it. Gucci called for dollar, got out and walked it. I spit game, cause baby, I can talk it. Warm, sweating, it's hot up in this joint. Vocal tank top on at this point. You were the winner, so baby, you can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave Cancun, so take it off like you're home alone. You know, dance in front of your meal while you're on the phone. Checking your reflection and telling your best friend like, girl, I think my butt getting big. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I'm getting so hot. I want to take off my clothes off. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. Hey, I'm getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off, let it all hang out. Mix a little bit of with a little bit of let it just fall out. Give a little bit of with a little bit of let it all hang out. With a little bit of and sprinkle a little of that let it all just fall out. I like it when baby girl make it oh. Stop pasting, time wasting. I got a friend with a pole in the basement. What? I'm just kidding like Jason. Oh, unless you're gonna do it. Extra, extra A. Spread the news, check it. Now I took a trip from the Lou to the Neptunes. Came back with something thicker than fitting in Sassoons. Say she got a thing about cussing in restrooms. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes. I'm getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I'm getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. Let it all hang out. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I'm getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I'm getting so hot. Brennan, I want to take my clothes off. Mix a little bit of with a little bit of let it just fall out. Give a little bit of with a little bit of let it fall all hang out. With a little bit of sprinkle of that just let it fall out. I like it when a girl babe makes it oh nailed it NC get in the damn tub. Nailed it. Why is he honking like a dog? That's what he does. That's what the song told me to do. Foul, technical foul. Oh my god. Lit. As the kids say, chat. Lit. We don't need any more songs today, really. You've done enough to damage our hair tonight. Oh, get in this vampire. A monkey fighting at me. Yay. I'm sorry, everyone. Thought at least said 10 out of 10. I'll take that. Oh god, Chris reminded me that one could just bust into songs at the most inappropriate times. Oh damn, well that's so cringy. Take off all your clothes. Chris, you're so naughty. I try to be New Edition. Whoo! Haley, hey Mr. Evan, how's the story? The story for that song, I don't know. It was a good. They told me a tale. It was a nice tall tale. Oof. Well, I hope you liked it, chat. I hope you like that. But now, my friends, well, if that eats hanging Herman ice cream soup, do it, chat. Oh, I'm sad. Oh. Age of Calamity, I didn't play enough of it to get a sense of the story. I only played like a little bit around with it. You know, it was like gameplay, that kind of thing. Never played through the game. Never played through the game. This was fucking brilliant. Yay! I'll leave a 10 out of 10 damage to eardrums. I'll allow that. That's good. You guys could put Willie Shatner out of bed. I could. Mr. Tambourine Man! I could definitely do that. Oh, this jingle, jangle. We should do a duet. William Shatner, I should do a cover. We should do an album chat. It'd be perfect. Speaking of New Edition, I did not know Bobby Brown was supposed to be a Powerline Goofy movie. I did not know that either. That question threw me off. I was like, what? That really threw me off. Twilight Zone fan? Oh, Nico. Yeah, I love Twilight Zone. There's something on the wing. I love Twilight Zone. That's one of the anthology series that really holds up, and it has a beginning, middle, and end in each episode. I was like, oh shit, you did it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But now, my friends, now with that, I think that's how we're gonna end the chat with a little bit of that hot in here by Nella. Because I'm hot, chat. I'm hot. I gotta go in my bathtub and eat some ice cream. Well, for right now, chat, I gotta get going.